Hey, Frank. Hey, Brenda, how you doing? Good to see you, my dear. Hey, went well. Hey, here comes Dominic.
Yes, I'm here for half an hour this morning.
Oh, good.
Yep, so I have to go off and do something.
So you got to
Other
go
than
off and
that,
help your brother or what?
yeah, pretty much. Mm, Hello to everybody in the chat. How is everybody this morning? Hello, Frank,
Hey, Mark
Brenda,
White.
Sunstar,
Hey, how you doing?
Dusty, East Coast. Mark, I think I've got everybody.
What's new and exciting?
No, not that. There's not much. Not much excitement happening.
Yeah, because it's morning there, right?
Yep. Hello, Mark.
Hi, Paul, Dominic.
Good evening.
What's
And Justin's here.
up, Jody, Brenda,
I'm Justin.
Up.
Dusty?
Sounds like you've only just woke up.
Me?
No, Justin.
No, I've been up.
He's been. I don't know what that means, but no, he's been.
I said I've been up.
Okay.
And then I got to see what Mia wants. Right back. What you want?
Oh dear.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I could take a nap, but it is way too late.
Mm. Hmm. Eleven.
Up waypoint.
Hi, Brian.
Oh, wait for Sarah to get home. I'm starving. Just bringing some subs home.
Yeah. Talk about rubbish tracking.
Hmm.
Tuesday, the 3rd of September at 9:12 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
The sender has advised they have dispatched your item to Royal Mail.
Mm-hmm.
That
Is it one of those
was
scam texts?
no.
Yeah.
This is tracking number on the Mini 4.
No, you bought another drone?
Yeah, I bought a Mini 4 Pro
Yeah.
at a very good price.
Didn't you already have one of those?
No, I've got a Mini 3 Pro.
Ah.
3, but not 4.
It's being sold as for parts are not working, and it
Uh-huh.
says that the reason for it is because the RC2 remote, when you switch it on, comes up with a server 2 issue, and that's actually common fault, and all it means is that it's not using the internet to update the firmware or the Fly app, and all you have to do is actually plug it into your computer and use DJI Assistant 2, and it'll do it. So instead of paying around about £1,000 for a Flymore kit, I've paid 570.
Nice.
You know, I love when people buy something and then something stupid like that happens and they don't research it at all. And then they just sell it because they don't want to deal with it.
Yeah. Oh, it's a company. They're selling at least 10 of them.
Oh, wow. Okay. So they're not even attempting to
And they
fix
say
them.
they
They're
say
just
they've
selling,
all got the same problem. No, they're not attempted to do a thing with them.
just selling them as is.
But
Huh?
this company buys up all sorts of electronic stuff and
I
then
mean,
sells it off.
as long as they're being honest and selling it as is, and that's up to
Oh
the
yeah,
buyers.
exactly. Yeah,
That's up to the buyer to be careful about
yeah.
understanding the issue with it.
And I've already got another RC2 anyway. I did buy the stuff from a Flymore kit off a guy who lost his Mini 4 Pro. So I've got an RC2 and 2 batteries and filters and a case already.
Russell?
Nice.
So I've
But
now
there-
got 2 remotes, an extra 5 batteries to go with the 5 I've already got for the Mini 3 Pro. So that's 10 batteries altogether between the two of them. and 3 charging hubs.
Yeah, people do that shit on eBay all the time. They'll buy something and it'll be like TV ran great, but won't turn on anymore. And people don't
Mhm.
read the won't turn on anymore. And then
Yeah,
they buy
exactly.
it. And then
Yeah.
they get all pissed off at the seller. It's like, dude, you didn't read the description. Like you read the eBay
That's it.
descriptions, man, you got to really pay attention to them. The way that
Well,
people word shit too.
I mean, all they had to do was look for this, because I found at least half a dozen videos on YouTube telling you how to sort it out.
Now, is it something that needs to be fixed or that can be fixed at
Doesn't
home
need
or
doesn't
is
need
it,
fixing. All it needs is for you to update the firmware using DJI Assistant 2 on your computer rather than using its own wireless connection.
so there's just something with the issue of it connecting to the internet
Hmm.
wireless?
Yeah. And once it's updated it works. And it carries on doing its own updates as normal.
And if it's such a common issue, how come DJI hasn't fixed that or like firmware updated it or recalled it
Well,
or something?
I mean, I guess they could have been from before they have fixed the issue. And it's
Oh,
just,
they've already fixed it then?
well, I don't know.
Uh,
I've not heard of anybody with that kind of a problem recently.
well, that's what I'm wondering. If you do actually plug it in and do the firmware update, will it actually fix that issue? You know, that latest firmware update.
Yeah,
Maybe it's
yeah,
just
a few of the big YouTube guys have been on and put videos about it.
yeah, because if it's just a software issue, then yeah, that should fix it at some point.
Yeah. And then if I wanted to, I could sell one of the other, well, because I've got 2 of the RC2s when that one arrives. If it fixes and there's no problems, then I could sell one of them
Hmm.
and get about, well, they're going for between 250 and 300 quid. So say 250.
Shit, you might have a good little business there, Mark. If you can fix that one, then just start buying up the other 9
Yeah,
they have.
buy all,
And then just flip them all.
the others up and sell them for more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
flip 'em.
exactly.
Tell the guy I'll buy the whole bunch, but you got to lower the price even more.
Well, he knocked it down from 600 to 570 for me.
Tell him you'll take all of them if he does them for 300 a piece.
Yeah. I mean, you're not far away. So the place is only 30 miles away.
Yeah, tell him you'd take them all for 300.
If he had the money, I'd take them all for 4. In fact, it could be worth taking them for 500 each, because you probably have to sell them for 750. Because the refurbished Flymore kit is around 750.
Oh shit! Even for 400, you could sell it for 6 and still be making a $200 profit.
Yeah.
But the only thing too that would
No, wait.
suck is
No, £200.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's more like $270.
Yeah, but I'm not talking in pounds. I'm just saying
200 pounds
in
here
just-
is
I'm just talking the money itself.
nearly
Not talking
350.
conversion. Say
Mm.
if you bought it for 400 pounds and then you sold them for 6, you'd be making a 200-pound profit. But
Mm.
the only thing is you wouldn't want to sell them online because then you'd have to pay eBay or somebody a fucking fee, and then you'd be cutting into that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have
But
to
if
do
you
it
could,
on Facebook.
yeah, you do a Facebook Marketplace, pick up
Yeah.
only, sell them local. You just sell one at a time. Don't be like, I got 10 of them, because then people are going to think you're scamming them.
Yeah.
You just sell one, let somebody give you a good review, and sell another one. You just keep relisting the same post.
Mm.
Like fucking Facebook pays attention to that shit anyway.
Well, they don't. I keep reporting them for.
Hmm.
I see the same advert for the same motorhome being sold by 6 different people in 6 different towns in England. You know,
Oh yeah, it's so easy to tell the scam ads on there.
Are motorhomes a big deal over there in the UK? They're big over here. I just wondered.
well, our motorhomes aren't as big as yours because they have to fit our roads. But yeah, they're I wouldn't say they're massive, but they have a big following,
Okay.
especially for people when they want to go to Europe.
Yeah, you just throw it on a ferry and take it across.
Yeah,
Well, don't you have the can't you drive it through the tunnel?
you can't drive through the tunnel. You drive onto a train, and the train goes through the tunnel.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was a two-way traffic.
No,
No.
it's
You
actually
gotta get on a
two-way, but it's
train.
green. And
Oh,
it
so
carries
you guys
and cars.
actually have a tunnel that goes under the ocean?
Yeah,
Yeah, the Channel Tunnel.
it goes from south of England to the north of France.
Oh, didn't know that.
It's named the Channel.
Yeah, otherwise known as the
The
Channel.
Channel Tunnel. The tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AKA the
How long
Channel.
did that take to make?
Oh, quite a
build?
while. And
Although it's been there for quite a while too, hasn't it?
yeah, but what's more impressive is they actually started at each end and met in the middle.
Yeah. I found that fascinating.
Yeah. And they are too.
I
Yeah.
remember getting reports way back when on the Channel how it was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are actually 2 separate tunnels, one next to the other.
Yeah, the French built one and the English built the other, and they met in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
It was actually a German firm of engineers.
Well, there's only so many of those boring machines in the world too.
Hmm.
I think there's only like 20 or 30 of them in the whole world. So it's like,
It depends on how big. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, that for that size.
Now, is it big enough that they can have a train going in each direction?
There are 2 tunnels next to each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one's one way and one's the other. But I mean, they are big enough for vans to go on. I think they are big enough for motorhomes. I'm not sure that they're big enough for Arctics. I think they still have to use the ferry.
Hmm.
Now, do you ride on the train when you're going through there? Or is it just mainly freight that goes through those tunnels? Or is it actual passenger trains?
They drive cars onto. You drive your car onto the train, and
And
you can stay in your car or you can walk around the.
It's got a place though where
that's
you can
cool.
go and sit in like a train car, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't take long. It only takes about, I think it's about 45 minutes to get from Manchester to get from London to Paris.
Oh wow, pretty cool.
Yeah, 2 different countries.
Yeah. Might be longer than that.
Takes 3.5 hours to get to New Zealand from here.
Yeah.
And that's a different country.
Echo, how far is it from London to Paris?
From London, Paris is 284 miles away by car.
Yeah, it's only 285 miles.
God,
Echo,
that's nothing.
how long does it take the channel?
I missed something.
Yeah, I know.
Can you say it again?
Echo, how long does it take the train to get from Paris to London?
Here's the best transit option I found. To get to London from Paris by public transport, take the D from Châtelet-Les The trip should take about 3 hours and 9 minutes, including a transfer to the Paris-London at Paris Gare du Nord and another transfer to the 91 at British Library. The next train is at 7:03.
That's probably because I think you get the
Well, I don't think the channel goes directly to Paris. It goes to France.
yeah.
And then on the English side, it goes to England, and then you've got to take some other kind of spurs or whatever from there, right?
Yeah, I think it might be another train to get into London.
Oh man, I wish it was that cool here, Brian. It's fucking hot down here in Florida.
Echo, how long does it take the train to get through the Channel Tunnel?
I'd love for it to be in the 50s.
Here's the best transit option I found. To get to Channel Tunnel, Folkestone by public transport, take the 216 from Scott Road. It should take about 7 hours and 15 minutes to get there, including 5 transfers. The next bus is at 23:46.
Okay, that's just told me how to get to Folkestone from the bus stop outside, well, at the back of my house.
Yeah, but how long would it take you to get to the Channel Tunnel?
Well, that's it. It just said it'll take me 7.5 hours by public transport to get down Channel Tunnel. Echo,
Here
how
comes
long
David.
does the train take to go through the Channel Tunnel?
Here comes David.
Transit option I
I
found.
don't want a
To
transit
get to
option.
Channel Tunnel, Folkestone by public transport, take the 216 from Scott
He
Road.
was telling me to get
It
the
should
bus
take
from
about
outside
7
our
hours
house.
and 15 minutes to get there, including 5 transfers. The next bus is at 23:46.
Up,
Shut
David?
up, Justin.
You shut up. Where's Joe at?
I hope Joe's had an amazing day.
Yeah, he was having.
So
a
the
pissy
Channel
day yesterday.
Tunnel, the Channel Tunnel train obviously goes from Folkestone.
Okay.
Goes from King's Cross, St Pancras through
It's not St Pancras. It's St Pancras.
it's
Thank
the,
Close enough.
There's no E in it.
it's the Pancras of London. Shut up.
Pancreas.
Yeah,
Saint Pancreas.
it's so good. It's so the pancreas is so good they canonized it. So
Yeah.
that's why it's Saint Pancreas.
There is a railway station in London called St Pancras.
Pancreas. I know.
And I know what it's called, but
Oh no,
It's
no,
just
no,
funny
no.
to say Saint Pancreas.
Dusty, I
it's
want
just
that
hard
weather.
not to say St Pancras when you say it.
Hey, kitty, Dominic, your kitty's behind you.
Yeah, I know.
No, Dusty, I want that cold weather. You can send it down here. I'll take 50-degree weather.
That green screen's about to get.
Fuck this
Thank you.
heat.
I know. Jesus.
Tim's at work. Yeah, so it goes from King's Cross through London and it goes through somewhere near Grays, or what's it called? Raynham.
Yeah.
And then it cuts
Yeah.
across Kent and goes through Folkestone.
Folkestone. Yeah.
Yeah. And then down
Uh,
under
It
the
doesn't
city.
come. It doesn't come out at Calais. It's a bit further away, isn't it?
Not
Brenda,
far.
I agree with you. Burr, that's way too cold this time of year.
Oh, 50s ain't bad. I can handle that.
We're supposed to get down to maybe 44 tonight.
I mean, when we went across, we used to get the hovercraft from Ramsgate.
Don't do the hovercraft anymore.
No, they don't. It's a shame because it was pretty good. It was about a third of the amount of time the ferry takes to get across.
Well, Google Maps ain't going to tell you because it's pinpointed it right under the sea. What a fucking dumbass idea that was.
Oh, yeah, that's true, Dusty. And then you get all the 60 and 70-year-olds out there in their spandex on their bicycles running up and down the road. That's how you know it's
Oh, so-
wintertime in Florida.
So Google Maps identified the Channel Tunnel right under the sea, but just put a dot. It doesn't show you where the tunnel goes or anything.
Hmm.
But it does go from Folkestone to Calais.
I thought it was outside Calais
No, I thought that, but it's apparently not.
because the ferry goes into Calais.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there was talk back when they did the channel that Galley was another crossing point where the boats went, right?
Yeah. The boats go from Dover to Calais.
Who the bloody hell asked the question, can cars drive through the Channel Tunnel? You can if you're faster than a train.
Yeah.
And Paul asked, actually. we were going on about motorhomes and going across to Europe. And I think motorhomes will fit on the train, but I don't think wagons will they?
What's that?
Motorhomes will fit on the
But
train,
not travel trailers.
but not. Oh no, caravans will fit on the train on the train as well.
Yes,
but
they
I
do
don't
have trucks
think
that go through.
Well,
do they
you
have
say
that?
wagon, are you talking
but-
about big trucks or what?
Yeah, 18
They have
wheeler.
a special section at the front or the back.
Well, if an 18-wheeler can fit on there, a freaking RVs are gonna fit.
Well, yeah.
Those are way
Right,
bigger.
you can get an RV through and you can get a truck through there.
I know you get RV through our follow family that's done it.
Right, just so you're all aware, I know you can get a truck through there because I do it on Euro trucks.
Yeah.
That's
Frank's
way
got a
fun to
question
say.
for you, Mark. He wants to know what site they're selling that stuff at.
He's talking about the drones you were talking about. The mini.
Yeah, the drone stuff.
Mini 4.
It's on eBay. It's Wigan Electronics.
It's over there in
Wigan-
England.
Wigan Electronics.
It will be.
Yeah,
I like it.
Wigan.
But
Good luck with
it's
the postage.
yeah, you might as well
Wigan is
forget
the
that,
town.
Jody.
Right,
Yeah, it does say free postage, but that's because it's UK.
right. So it starts at Folkestone in Kent and it goes through to Conquelles in Calais.
Uh-huh.
So it's a
Okay.
bit further in than the port of Calais.
Hmm.
Very tasty.
Well, I got to drop off, so I'll see
Hey,
you
Dominic.
at another time.
Bye, Dominique.
Later.
And good night and enjoy your day.
Thanks
Alright.
for coming in, buddy.
No worries.
You don't mind.
Bye-bye.
Where's Joe at tonight? He got a game or something?
He heard you were here, Justin, and didn't want to turn up.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't on this morning because it was
I like how Dominic went, yeah, and left.
I assume he had his grandkid today, but he
Yeah,
didn't.
that's what we thought. Maybe he wasn't on because of the grandchild, but we don't know.
He didn't come on this morning, did he?
No, he did not.
Yeah, but why would that stop him? He's never stopped him before. from
No,
coming
no,
on.
it hasn't.
He's had her on the show tons of times. He had to have had a game or something to go to.
Well, I know he's been having
He's
trouble
been
with
flying because he's put stuff on.
with the parents, and as far as them getting their stuff,
Yeah. Yeah, they keep sending him
because
on.
the kids, yeah,
That's
the
a long
kids,
time.
the parents want to know where the pictures are, and the kids say, "Well, nobody told us." So I know he had to sort that all out.
Yeah. Well, I know I put a video on this morning. What's the matter, dog? You want to go out? It gets me that. When she wants to go out, she gets off, looks at the door, turns around, walks all the way through the room into the hallway, turns
Yes.
and comes back just so she can face me and back in the middle of the room.
Jody wants the link to that on eBay, Mark, or if you have it.
Mark
he's
wants,
gonna-
Mark wants the link?
What?
No, Jody wants the link
Jody
that
wants the
from
link
Mark
posted in the chat.
from that
yeah.
store.
I don't think they sell outside the UK though, but
Either put it in the chat or if you have them on Messenger.
yeah, I will.
I'll give you $20. Bro, you're gonna end up paying like 200 just for shipping.
My Radio Master Boxer cost me $56, I think it was, to have shipped from not Idaho. Where was it? Somewhere
Illinois.
But if
Fly-
you get it considerably cheaper,
From-
you won't mind paying
from
it.
Fly High.
Right, so
somewhere.
I've done a bit of research
Chicago.
on the channel tunnel, right? I just want to say some people do talk bullshit because they claimed, right, that they had to put the car on the train at Ashford. They're correct. You can only get your car on the train at Ashford International.
Yeah.
Right. And then they said they were forced to go all the way to King's Cross to get the train back.
Can
Oh,
the
that's not right.
Can the chat
you
not
can-
hear
you
us? or
get-
what?
If you actually put a car on the train, you have to stay with the car.
Hold on. Can the chat not hear us or something?
Yeah, everybody's kind of low volume.
No,
I
I'm
can
just
hear
reading
everybody.
what they're
I've got
writing in
my
the
volume
chat.
cranked up to 75% on this computer.
Well,
No, you sound fine on YouTube. I'll just
I
check.
can hear them.
I was asking if the chat could hear us because they're all putting in there, not if you can hear me. Hello, is there anybody out to read the damn chat? I've been reading the chat for the last 10 minutes.
A minute.
I have been reading the chat. I literally read everything that you said as you were writing it. I said, Mark wants, I answered you when I said, what side is it to sell on that stuff? Mark answered you.
Well, actually, I'm reading some of the chat, and I can see where Frank said he would give me $20.
I answered Dusty about the license
That's
plates.
the only bit I can see. Frank Rizzo, I'll give you $20. So, Frank, I'll accept that. You need my
That
PayPal
wouldn't-
details?
That
I
wouldn't
don't
cover
know.
the postage out of the UK, never mind for America.
I don't know, Jody. Ask Mark. He's bugging about that link
What link?
to those drones that he was looking at on eBay.
Laura's computer crashed again, Justin. In-
Uh, yeah, I figured it was going to happen again.
Oh,
Well, at least you
Oh,
got
it
it
didn't
squared
crash.
away.
it didn't crash. He's an idiot.
I put
If,
The link to
if
it.
I'm sending this graphics card back, right, and it's a simple fix like turn off sleep mode on your monitor, right, I'm going to kick her ass.
no.
She's just found out her monitor keeps going into sleep mode.
I've put the link in there, Jody. But like I said, it is eBay UK, so I don't know whether you can use it over there or not. And you've got to remember 570 English pounds is about 740 US
Now-
dollars.
570.
Yeah, I know. By the time he purchases it and then pays shipping, he'd be pushing at it, just buying a brand new one. To be honest with you,
Right, did you
How
say
much is it?
570, Mark?
how much is a DJI? Hold on, let me go to Amazon real quick. I want to see how much one is brand new.
What about people in the chat not being able to hear? I'm asking questions, no one answering.
Mini 4 Pro.
Earth to Mars.
So a full setup
Yeah.
is 15, it looks like between 13 to $1,500, depending on what seller you go with.
Okay. Can anyone actually hear me?
Yeah, I
Yep.
can hear you.
Okay. If somebody wants to answer me the question, did Mark say £570?
Yes, because he was talking about the eBay listing that he bought that drone
Okay.
off of. He was converting it for Jody because Jody wants to look at the listing. But like I said, by the time you do the conversion and you pay shipping, you might be I mean, it still might be a savings, but it depends on whether that company wants to ship it that
Yeah.
far though.
$744.
Yeah.
Right. And then add probably at least I would say $50 to $100 for shipping.
And then you got customs charges. It's electronics. I
Yeah,
don't
you-
know which
Your
country-
end, we
I don't
don't
know
pay.
which country you're hitting with it.
No, we pay customs coming in. I don't know whether they pay it going out.
No, we don't have to pay unless it's over like $2,000 or something crazy. It has to be over a big amount before we have to pay any kind of custom fees.
Oh.
It's a very large amount. A drone like that wouldn't cost you anything in customs.
Well, over
About-
here, it's,
About $1,100, $1,200 new, I think.
But I would guess that honestly, that thing, and they probably would not ship the batteries. And if they did ship the batteries, it's going to cost more for that because it's going to have to go on a longer shipping route because they won't ship it on a plane, most likely. I don't know. Now, I know
What
with
Justin
batteries,
what Justin wants to say is, just send it to him.
I don't want it. I'm just saying is like, by the time it's all said and done, because I'm going to guess shipping would be at least 100, 150.
Yeah.
And that's if they didn't force you to insure it neither, because some shipping companies will force you to insure something. You know, if they ask you what's in there and you say it's a mini and the seller goes to the Royal Post and says it's a, $900 drone, they're probably going to be like, well, you're going to have to insure it for this amount at least. And that could be another 50, 80 bucks right there, That shit could add up though. That's what I'm saying. By the time it's all said and done,
Yeah.
he might be saving a couple $100 just buying a new one.
Insurance over here on £900 would be about 47 quid.
Right, and then add the normal shipping, which I said would be at least $100,
Oh, it's included in
$150.
shipping.
Yeah, but what would the shipping cost be on that?
Goes
And
on the
then-
weight, so to America, you're probably talking about another 50 quid.
I would say with the box.
So about 100 quid in total.
Mark, did it come with the box and everything?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say, well, probably with the box and batteries
Box,
and everything, you'd
remote.
probably
That's the
probably
other thing. Getting it posted to America with batteries in it.
Who's
well,
selling
that's
it?
what I'm saying. So with the box and everything, you'd probably be looking at close to 800 to 900 grams.
Right. Who's selling it?
At
Mark, are
some
you
com-
selling it or someone else?
no, some company in the UK that's about 30 minutes from
Yeah.
Mark or 30
The
miles from
reason-
Mark.
The reason why I say is eBay over here offered us a shipping thing, and eBay cover all the shipping and everything.
Oh,
Do
and then it
eBay.
comes down to whether
You
that
get a big
seller,
deal.
then it comes down to whether that seller even wants to sell outside the UK, right?
It should say in the listing.
Because they might not want to, because that's a big old pain in the ass. You go shipping a drone halfway across the world and then something's wrong with it or gets lost,
You know what the best bit is? Sold. This listing sold on Tuesday, the 3rd of September at 9:05 p.m. So it
So
sold
what
like
did-
half hours ago.
So what did Amazon do? Just send you a shipping label for a graphics card?
Yeah,
You just gotta chuck it in a box and ship it back?
yeah.
Do you have the original box that it came in or no?
No, you just put it in anything. As soon as they get it, they're going to issue a refund. I can order a new one.
Yeah, it should be as soon as they pick it up, right? The post scans it in and picks it up.
She said it's on return.
Yeah.
Right.
Over here, most of the time, as soon as it gets scanned in by the shipper and they actually have it in their possession, then they'll start the refund.
Right. Well, anyway, that listing, it says will post to the UK, and then it says excludes Afghanistan, Liberia, Russia, Russian Federation, Somalia, Ukraine, and Yemen. I mean, I didn't know they were part of the UK, but they're excluded.
Yeah, they're just doing that because of the whole Russian scandal thing.
Yeah.
The Ukraine
I'd like to welcome
scandal
them
with drones.
all into the UK, and now they can all piss off. There's
And
enough people.
honestly, they're probably not even allowed to ship it there. That might be why.
You definitely can't ship a drone to Ukraine or Afghanistan or Russia because of them being used in the war. You'll be classed as supplying military equipment. Don't know if it's same in the US.
Oh, did Laura eat those goldfish yet?
I've told her she's not eating goldfish. Pack it in.
Oh, those things are good.
What has goldfish done to you? Poor Nemo.
And they're freaking tasty. Nemo wasn't a goldfish. Nemo was a clownfish.
Same thing.
And that's salt water. It's different.
You can't eat goldfish.
Oh, I beg to differ. What was it? One of the guys on Jackass swallowed a goldfish. Who was it? I think it was Johnny. No, it was Steve-O, I think. Swallowed a live
Well, he's a
goldfish.
jackass, isn't he? Mark, would you eat a goldfish?
It says out of stock for the one you bought. Said 24 sold. Oh wow. Shit.
What's that?
That where they're selling those drones at that Mark got that drone from, it said that they're all sold out now and there's 24 of them are sold. Man, they
Yeah.
must have bought like a whole pallet of returns or something of those.
Let's have a look at the seller's feedback.
What's up, Blizzard FPV? How's it going? Oh, Jody. Don't read that in the chat, David. You'll get offended.
You could try it in a parakeet, but you don't know what a parakeet is.
Not much meat on the bones for a bird that size anyway.
Yeah, but you see, you guys say a parakeet's a budgie. It's not a parakeet. Parakeets are bigger.
What do you mean?
You call what we call a budgie, you call a parakeet.
Hold on, let me look. So this is what I would call a parakeet here. That's not what you call a parakeet?
No, that's a budgie.
Yeah, over here, that's what they would call.
Yeah, they're called budgies over here.
Still, not a lot of meat on the bone there. It's not like a chicken.
You can't eat one of them, definitely. No.
There's nothing there.
Wow.
What's up, TJ? I think Paul just bought a printer cable, didn't you, Paul?
What's that?
Didn't you end up just buying a printer cable?
Yeah, it's coming tomorrow.
Did you get, which one did you get? That 10-foot Amazon basic one?
No, the 50 foot.
50 foot? Jesus Christ. How much did that cost you?
Not that much.
Cause they had that 10-foot Amazon Basics for
Yeah,
$10.
you got the
I'll
50.
I'll show you what
Yeah.
I bought.
Yeah, I
he
wanna
got
see it.
50 foot, and he got the one with the booster, signal booster on it, built in.
It's got a booster built into it.
Yeah, anything over 10 foot needs one on USBs.
Share, here we go.
I've never bought a printer cable more than 6 foot, so
There you go.
Jesus. Yeah, it's not bad for 10.
See, there's
20
the
bucks.
booster right there.
Yeah, it's got a repeater built into it. That's not bad though for 20 bucks.
$20. Yep.
And then, but the plus I'll give it, I mean, granted, you probably could have got away with a 25 footer, but 50 foot will give you some extra cable if you need it.
Well, he can play skipping if he wants when he's bored. And if your printer packs up, you can send the cable upstairs and tell them to plug it into theirs. And
Yeah,
print
I
it.
got 2 printer cables, but one's a 4 foot and only one, the other one's a 6 foot. I've never needed one longer than that.
Well, that eBay seller has got a hell of a bad rep. So, not buying that drone.
Got long enough cable, you can run that bitch out to the garage.
Yeah, not buying that drone from that seller was probably a good idea.
Well, Mark didn't have any issues with them. But that
No,
was just
Mark's in
Mark.
the UK.
Oh,
And
actually, you know what? To be fair though, Mark hasn't actually received it yet, so.
Yeah, and not only that, Mark's just down the road. He'll just nip round and kick the shit out of them.
Like I said, Mark, because Mark was talking about where his package was being, like he was tracking it a little while ago at the beginning of the live stream. So yeah, he hasn't even received it yet. So he hasn't had the full experience with that seller yet. So he'll have to wait and see when he gets it.
You see, he responds to some people's negative feedback, so others he doesn't. Like this one,
We
someone's
try to
giving him
hold that
negative
with,
feedback, and he's put, "Sorry, that's a complete lie. I've messaged you on numerous occasions. You're a lying bastard, and you should take this feedback down."
I'm not even trying to fuck with that printer again, Jody,
Why not?
because. Oh, thank you.
Paul could do with a bit of help, can't you, Paul?
Yeah. Just came up and said that the Palestinian protests in New York are on the first big day of back to school.
Well, I think the tide's changing over there. You can't suddenly go in there, all guns blazing, walk out with 6 bodies that apparently were killed 6 months ago and identify them within 5 minutes. And we're reducing sales of arms to
Well, you got protests going on over there too, don't you?
no,
No, I think those all died off now.
Yeah, we're all good now. We're all best buddies again. Guess what it is?
No fucking clue. Bird?
Nope.
Bird?
I have no idea.
No, it does fly.
A moth?
Exactly. That's a zoomed in picture of a moth. Tell you what, they look ugly fuckers when you zoom in.
The name of that boat is Mistopheles. And it's from Montreal or something like that. Or I didn't know Montreal was on the ocean.
Okay, Justin. You claim America landed on the moon, yeah? Where's that flag?
What?
Where's the flag?
It's on the moon.
Well, that's the picture of the moon.
You got to zoom in.
I have no idea what the exact location of it is.
See that dot right there? That's about the size of the UK. So you tell me how you're gonna see that flag that was planted on the moon.
Yeah. I was actually taking the piss, but yeah, that was a picture I took a few years ago on my camera.
Oh, you took that?
Yeah,
That looks like a pro picture.
yeah, that's with my Nikon camera. It's fucking awesome. Look at all the fucking creative details and everything.
No, so we got
DJ.
TJ, JD,
So Justin, how's the family all doing?
Blizzard. I can't remember who Blizzard is.
Oh, good.
Everything's going good at school and
Oh, yeah.
nobody gets sick or, because usually when the kids all get together right after summer vacation, they bring the germs in with them,
No, they're all doing all right.
Hey, I got a bargain of a lunch today. We went to Lakeside.
Yeah.
And I ordered a cheese and onion pasty, which is a pie, chips, fries, and curry sauce. And after 2 minutes, he came over and he said, "We've got no cheese on your pies, so we can offer you a steak pie." I was like, "You can steak off because I'm a vegetarian." She went, "Oh, at no extra cost, we'll do you the veggie burger." It's like, okay, not a problem. She came out. It was a double veggie burger, a massive portion of chips, and shed loads of curry.
Wow.
Nice.
We'll put it this
That's nice.
way.
You must be able to feed everybody at the table, huh?
Well, even I struggled to bite into the burger. It was that big. Although Laura nearly got covered in it when I bit into it, and it all the salad slid out the back end.
That Wigan Electronics, it's got 3,799 positive, 96.6% feedback.
Yeah, I was just looking at some of the feedback. He don't hold back on some of it, does he?
No. It's a huge warehouse. And if you look at his eBay shop, there is so much stuff on it.
Yeah, Jody was looking at it a minute ago and said that he's all sold out of that drone, but it said he sold 24 of them.
Yeah, it doesn't say sold out on the UK site.
Yeah, it does.
So,
Does it?
Yeah. The last one was sold at 9:05 this afternoon. This evening.
but somebody might have
Right.
got the same idea we were talking about earlier.
Yeah,
They might have bought them out, gave them a deal on all of them.
because I bought mine at 5 o'clock yesterday.
Six people had it in the basket when it finished.
Yeah. Well, it's Royal Mail 48-hour,
Yeah,
and it's already in the tracking system.
watch it turn out to be a picture or something.
I mean, it was 600, but
Well, I mean,
he sent me a special offer at 570.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, if you put in the listing, you're selling a picture and somebody's dumb enough to buy it. That's
Yeah,
on
that's
you.
what happened. That's what happened
Yeah.
with the PS5s, weren't it?
Yep.
Yeah, people
the
have done that.
The
Yeah.
guy was selling pictures of the PS5 for $500. People thought they were getting a PS5.
Well, people
didn't-
will put it weren't that they were selling them for $500. They put them on for 99 pence, which is your minimum listing.
Yeah.
And
And the bids went up.
people was like, "Oh, PlayStation 5 bid, doink."
No, there was a guy over here that was putting it buy it now, but it was listed and it was a long ass description. And at the very end of the description, in little fine print, it said it was a picture, not the
Yeah, I've seen
actual
it.
system.
I've seen it. Yeah, I've actually seen it where they put it in right in the small print in the middle of the description in little stars. It says, "This is a print," or "This
And
is a
pe-
3D
And
print."
some people don't even read the description. They'll just see whatever it is that they're purchasing. They'll buy it. And as long as it was written in there, I mean, depending, I guess, on who the eBay representative is, I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that they side with the
Yeah, it
seller.
got frowned upon over here. Some of them got the money back, but there was one that was selling furniture, and he took pictures of this furniture real close up, but looked like full size sofas. And people was like, £5.99 for a sofa. Oh, I'm having one of them. And what they were getting were little dollhouse sofas. Oh,
Yeah.
So it says, "Hi guys, these drones haven't been flown. However, out the box, they have the Activate Server 2 issue.
Yeah.
On the RC2 controllers. No firmware updates have been tried. Nothing has been activated on them. I imagine you can send the RC2 remotes off the DJI if you can get connected to the servers. Seems a common problem. Anyway, sold as stated, very cheap price."
I
So
mean,
he's telling you there's a problem with it.
yeah, so he's being honest about it, but what Mark has looked up the actual issue, and all it is the controller can't connect wirelessly, but you can still plug it into the computer and do the updates through the computer.
Right.
So it's either a hardware issue with the Wi-Fi in the controller, or it's a software issue that when you first plug it up and do that on the DJI Assist, it may fix the problem when you go
Yeah.
and actually do the updates. I'm just curious where the hell that dude got all those drones at, man. He must have bought it like a return pallet from.
Well, he's a repair specialist.
Yeah.
But as many as he sold, though, he must have bought a return pallet that had nothing but those on there.
No, he's a specialist for DJI or Samsung and stuff. Looking at his feedback,
He does everything.
yeah,
Right, but what I'm saying is he
he's
probably
the
bought a.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
He buys up electronic returns and sells them.
But he probably didn't want to sit and dick with that many drones neither. So that's why he didn't do it. Because you got to think, you got to open them all up, take them out, hook them up. Dude, the time and labor costs of that, because you're running a business, you got to factor in your labor costs. It's probably not worth it. As you sell it, you know that the drone, you're pretty confident that the drone's going to work out of the box as far as flying and stuff. It's just a simple network issue with the controller.
I've just found the gift.
So
You
it's
got-
easier for him just to sell them as is than try to repair all of them.
Everywhere I've been today has sold out of Dr. Pepper. Cannot get Dr. Pepper, and I've been craving it. And I just found a bag, and it's got a small bottle of Dr. Pepper in it.
I bought a Dr Pepper cherry flavour the other night, and yeah, it's all right.
I'm just gonna slowly open this and savor it. 'Cause I might not be able to get any for the rest of the week. But stop swooping me! You're not having me Dr. Pepper. Fucking hell! Ow!
Do they bottle it over there, or is it all shipped over there?
No, it's bottled.
Well, bottles and cans.
You know what, Rio? Bring it on. Right? You got me in the head first time. Come on, have a go again. Come on. Let's see how big you are now. You mean no? Little shit. As I went to take a swig out of the bottle, he swooped down and clipped me on the head. What are you doing?
David's digging Dr. Pepper bottles out of the trash. I got a little swig at the bottom. And that last little swig. Out there digging in the recycle bin outside.
All right.
Should do the lazy thing, Joe. You don't need to type it all in. Press the microphone button next to the space bar and speak to it.
Oh God, don't do that.
I had to go get some more peanuts out of the out of my office out there in the garage and find that I gotta buy 2 more big bags of peanuts for $110.
God damn it.
Oh, classic.
So it cost me about $275 a month for peanuts.
Hell.
My little buddies.
Yeah.
I don't think David would spend that kind of money if he was feeding Laura the peanuts, would he?
No.
Oh, I think it only cost me about 40, 45 pound, maybe 50 pound a month to feed the dog.
Sweating because it's so cold.
Yeah, well, these peanuts are in great big bags, and I buy 2 of them. They're like 50-pound bags, 2 of them.
Hey, David, I just sent you a video on
All right.
Messenger.
Blackpool Football Club signed Steve Bruce as their manager earlier today, and they had a game tonight, and they called on fans to turn out and show their support for the new manager. They got 1,400 fans.
Is that good or bad?
Bad.
Bad. They'd only get 9,000.
Oh,
hey, David, check Messenger.
No, I sent you a message. That's a point. Fucking
They
Justin,
won.
right?
They beat Crew 4-1.
But never mind that, right? Earlier this evening, I sent Justin. I put, look what I've got myself, and sent him a picture of my Elite 2 Xbox controller. Brand new, right? I had assumed that Justin would have known not to tell Laura. Within 30 seconds of me seeing it, he told her.
I didn't know. He didn't put that in the message.
And the next thing is, where's the controller now?
I didn't
David.
know that. He did not put that in the message. He did not specify.
Where's my controller, Justin?
Oh,
David.
Laura's the fondle in it.
Yeah,
David,
it's been
the-
confiscated.
David, that game that Blackpool had was under 21s.
Under 21s.
Yeah, it was the Bristol Street Motors Trophy.
No, it's only under 21s for Premier League teams.
Oh, you didn't see that
Nope.
video I just sent you?
League 1 and League 2 can play in full age.
All right. Because Fleetwood got beat by Aston Villa under 21.
He's
Yeah.
ignoring you, Justin.
I'm gonna
Arsenal
watch the
under
video now.
21s. Morecambe beat Wigan.
Alright, well, I'll let you go. Probably listen to more. Well, I'll call you.
Stockport County beat Accrington Stanley.
Love you too. Bye.
Bolton beat Barrow.
So cold.
Justin,
What?
what the fuck is that you just sent me? Right. I'm sorry, that is not even a swig of Dr. Pepper.
Oh, it's ice cold though.
I don't care. That's like the washback of our bottles. That is small. That's extremely small.
It's a 20 ounce or 1.25 pints or 591 milliliters. Whatever measurement system you want to use.
Ours is 500 mils in this small bottle.
Yeah, this is a 591.
Yeah, but I prefer the 2 liter bottles. They go down better. Because we all get topped off.
Michael Edward.
So I watched that new show on Netflix, Chaos with Jeff Goldblum. It was weird, but I had to sit and watch the whole season. Pretty much what it is he plays as he's Zeus, and his family's obviously all the other gods, and yeah, it's a pretty weird show.
Do you have a drink in your
Mm.
cup? You want another one?
Yeah, sounds a bit like that. What's it one? That Norwegian one I watched, which I've forgotten the name of now. Where this kid at school became Thor.
Peanuts aren't actually good for squirrels. They don't have a lot of nutritional value for them, Edward says.
Yeah, peanuts have got loads of protein in.
Well, yeah, but does it depend on how the squirrel's metabolism takes it in there?
Mm.
Squirrel likes his nuts.
I mean, it's like anything, something could be good for humans, but you give it to a dog and it could be, bad for him.
Right.
Fruits
When
and
it comes
vegetables.
to nuts,
Mm.
yeah, salted peanuts are bad for squirrels, but normal peanuts are not.
Well, he's not saying they're not bad for him. He's saying that they're just not a lot of nutritional value for a squirrel. But Paul buys the unsalted bags anyway.
Yeah, unsalted.
They're not
in the
even
shell, yeah.
roasted.
Well, they're still shelled, aren't they?
Yeah, they're not roasted or anything. They're just
But you have to
plain
look at
peanuts.
UK food. Well, not UK, American food. Yeah, that's got no nutritional value. You tell them.
As David's sucking down an American Dr. Pepper.
It's actually British.
It's an American company at the end of the day.
I don't give a shit. It's brewed to British standards. We don't have none of your fake chemicals.
No, what doesn't Laura? She actually prefers the American Dr Pepper, doesn't she?
Laura prefers anything American. You can have her.
Laura's a true American at heart.
Sorry, did I say that out loud?
She just wants to eat her slice of apple pie, drinking her American Coke while she's walking through Disney World.
Apple pie's British.
Shut up. Come here.
That sounded like a clear no then. Come here. No.
There is only so much food you can have in a day.
Yeah, but she's not reached it.
She says, but it's nearly tomorrow.
Yeah. Tell that to my belly.
What about too much food?
Hey,
Oh.
hey, Andrew.
No.
What do you
What's up,
mean too
Paul?
much food? You can't have too much food.
I thought you said there was only so much food one can eat in a day.
No, the dog.
Oh. I think Paul
Calm
can
down,
relate with
Andrew.
Mia. Right, Paul?
Yeah.
Part time Mia always wants something, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, no, unless she's sleeping, it's, she's
Oh
kind of
yeah,
like, she's an older dog, so she sleeps a lot and she wants to lay around a lot. But when she's up and awake, she's looking for food.
Yeah.
that's
So
same as Precious.
she's either awake looking for food or asleep dreaming of food.
Dreaming of food, yeah.
That could be. I'm not in
Or-
her dreams.
Mm.
Or Paul, is it the
Well,
Can I
you
have a
say you're not in
snack,
the dream.
Dad?
You might be.
is it the look up at you is like, can I please have a snack?
Yeah.
No, Mia does a TJ impersonation. Can I have that?
Well, that's about what it is. I almost feel like I need to put a speaker around her neck and record TJ's voice. And when she comes up and paws me, it would go up and say, "Can I have
Oh,
Actually, when it comes to dogs, it's more I'm having that.
Yeah, yeah.
if
Gimme.
it's on
Not
If
can
it's
I
on
have
the-
that, it's I'm having that.
if it's on the floor for long enough, it's mine.
that?" That's right.
If it's broken, it's mine.
Yeah.
If it's on the plate, it's theirs.
If they can see it, it's theirs.
Yeah.
Or if they can
If
reach it.
if they can smell it, it's theirs. And if you bought it, it's theirs. In fact,
Well,
if
but it's the
shop,
same
Uh,
way
Yeah.
with David's birds. They think that everything David's got belongs to them too.
Well,
You
I
mean shared?
had sausage, egg, baked beans, and chips for me tea tonight. And I
That's-
think I ate 3/4 of it, and the dog had the rest.
Mark, that sounds like supper with tea to drink.
No,
Well, it's
we call
all
it
it's
tea.
all cultural, Andrew.
yeah.
They call a tea supper or dinner. We call it dinner.
You call it
Mhm.
dinner. We call
Well,
it.
it depends on what part of the country you're in. Some places they call it dinner, and then usually the southern states is where they say supper.
Yeah, but I'm talking
Yeah.
about the UK.
Yeah, in the UK, if
There
you're
was
from
on-
north, it's breakfast, dinner, tea. And if
Yeah.
you're down south, you're an idiot. I mean, sorry, it's breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Tea is just the evening meal.
David, there's one more. Dessert.
No, that's after every meal.
We have dessert after breakfast, dinner, tea, lunch,
Supper.
supper. We even have midnight fridge raid. We go to the fridge, make ourselves a sandwich, get a dessert, and have that.
They're talking about Americans eating too much. Jesus Christ.
That's a lot of food.
Well, we may eat a lot, but we exercise a lot.
Little and often. Yeah, we have a lot of walking to and from the fridge.
Yeah.
They don't have any bowel blockages at all.
No.
In one end and out the other, you know. Hmm.
Well, it all depends.
That
You don't get any bowel blockages from curry. That's
No.
definite.
You see, this is the thing.
Uh,
Over in the UK, we have a full fibre internet, so we can download our food very quickly.
Full fibre porridge.
Yeah. And
Well,
open the bay doors.
curry can really clear you out.
Mm.
And if it's spicy curry, that can also clear out your sinuses.
It's always
Andrew, do you eat curry?
No, my neighbors do.
Are they British?
No, this neighbor's Vietnamese.
oh, well. That's an Oriental curry rather than an Indian curry, but
But
Yeah.
my other neighbor was from South Africa. But her parents are British.
now that's an even different a curry.
Yes.
You know, they use a lot of tamarind in African curries.
So her family is spread between South Africa and Britain, mostly.
Well, what I intend to do when I win the lottery is invite Justin over. I'm going to give him a standard korma curry, right? And he's going to fall in love with it, and he's going to go, "I want more," and then I'm going to say, "Okay, have this vindaloo."
Korma has no heat in it whatsoever.
Exactly, and then I'm going to give him the vindaloo,
It's a
right? And then he's going to watch his ass drop.
you
Uh,
could
I seem to remember
korma has a
David
cream
saying
sauce and pasanda coconut milk sauce.
Talking about
They're the two
I'm-
my ones.
who remembers David or Justin saying if Justin goes to Britain, David will host Justin and David would cook him a proper English breakfast.
no, I will never cook.
David
proper
can't
English
cook a proper breakfast because he's a vegetarian, so he don't do the meat bit.
I don't agree with black pudding and stuff like that.
Sausage.
I'm always willing to try something once.
I'll tell you what, if you've never tried black pudding, when you do, you'll be amazed at how good it tastes, considering what it's made of.
David Dusty is suggesting you guys in the UK should watch his little video he put in the chat.
It's some random channel's video that he wanted. He said just watch it on your own time. It was like watching TJ.
What a pile of fucking crap.
So, Paul, did you get your printer running with
No,
Dre?
Oh God, Andrew,
Pack it in.
turn around, get to the corner, face the wall, and think about what you've just done.
I was just asking.
No, turn around, take your chair with you, face the wall, think about what you've done. Get on the naughty step.
I get it.
Well, tonight's Euro Millions should have been 110. It came through at 119, and there was no fucking winners again.
Oh, wow.
I haven't looked at whether I won anything out of it or not.
Well, I can guarantee you didn't win a
I
jackpot.
didn't win the jackpot. Yeah.
The numbers were
eh,
7, 9, 11, 16, 45, and the lucky numbers, which are a pile of crap, 2 and 5.
if
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
not,
think I won much. I don't think I
correct me
won
if
anything.
I'm correct me if I'm wrong, David, but Edward's asking what's black pudding and what is it made of?
It's
but,
a blood.
my
It's called a
understanding-
blood sausage.
Right. There's
It's
two things.
sausage.
There's 2 black puddings. There's the black pudding that you get on a full English breakfast,
I
and
won
then you get,
nothing.
and then you get the cake and custard that Laura's burnt.
Hmm.
Our
It's blood, barley, and fat mainly.
White sausage and black pudding.
You can
That's
get
very
white.
good.
You can get white pudding as well.
White pudding and black pudding.
Mm-hmm.
our Powerball is up to 93 million right now. Next drawing's in 28 hours.
I think last year at this point we've had quite a few winners, but we have not had near that many winners for Lotto.
I remember when that guy won that 1.2, was it 1.2 or 1.3 billion a few months, or was it like 6 or 8 months ago?
Oh yeah.
Might have been a year ago. And everybody was like, "Oh, he's only gonna get like 700 and something
Yeah,
million." I
you
said,
get
"I don't give a
taxed on
fuck."
it.
Yeah,
We
I
don't
don't give
get-
a.
We
I
don't
don't
get
care.
taxed on ours.
Yeah, but I don't give a fuck, dude. I win 700 million. I'm good.
That's enough. Yeah.
I'm not gonna bitch about the
Well,
other
yeah.
I mean, if Mark or David wins 7 million pounds in Lotto, I mean, that's gonna set you up for a while.
Or a couple of weeks.
What does it depend on how many
Oh,
houses you
Mark will
want?
just go on a curry bender. It's like I'm calling up every restaurant. I'll take every curry you got.
So they'll go and buy a curry restaurant.
No, like I wouldn't even give a shit, dude. I'd pay the taxes, be done with it, let the IRS fuck off and take their money.
Yeah.
I'd be happy.
Is this your cooking pot, David? Or who's showing this?
Who's showing what?
The pot, the cooking
Uh,
pot.
I don't know who's got a pot.
It ain't me sharing it. It ain't Mark sharing it, so it's got to be either David
No.
or Paul. But David's not saying anything, so I don't know. Neither is Paul.
Oh, for God's sake, the stupid microphone.
Well, that definitely is a pot to piss in there.
Yeah, right. I was going to say, what do you think of that size pan for making beans on toast?
I've got a bigger one than that.
David, that would be, you could make a lot of beans with that.
Did you say you got a bigger one than that?
Yeah.
The one on the left is bigger than the one on the right.
The one I've got is
That's
two, 2.5 foot diameter and about
yeah. I
1.5
think that was a
foot tall.
30 I think that was either 30 or 50 liters.
Yeah, way bigger than that.
That's
It wouldn't have fitted on my cooker anyway.
well, if you're gonna buy one, you're gonna want to make sure it can fit on whatever
Justin?
you to cook it on.
Justin, check your messages. And Laura sent a message. Joe was dealing with Demon Child this morning, and I apologize for not being here. And tonight he's dishing out the pictures. So he's busy tonight this evening.
Justin, is that true what Dusty's saying about the Florida law?
What? Hold on.
You have to make yourself public if you win. Florida.
It might be a thing. I don't know.
He said, I don't think it's right.
No,
Which I
you don't have
agree.
you don't have to you can be what's it?
Because
Anonymous.
in certain states here, you can remain anonymous.
Yeah.
You
I
do
don't
have
know,
to go.
honestly.
You
Never
have to
won.
go forward and say, I want my prize, but your name won't be written in the paper.
I mean, even if you make yourself public, don't mean anything. Just tell everybody fuck off. They come asking you for money.
Yeah.
Well, I think in Michigan, if you decide not to let them use your name, you take a 20% penalty on whatever your winnings was.
Oh no, they can't do that.
Oh, yes, they can, because
No, no,
the
they
No,
can't.
ability-
he's saying,
they
if you,
can't
loo-
do that
if you
here.
look on the back of any ticket or any poster for the Michigan lottery, the lottery has the right to claim all of the people, and you do not have any privacy if you're a winner.
All right. No,
no, he's saying over there they don't do that.
no.
Might be over there, but not here.
If you don't want people to know you've won, you don't have to tell anybody. And they have to find a way of getting you your money private.
Not
Well,
here.
what if? So if you win it, say in Illinois, you next did it over from Paul. So would you have to go back to Illinois to claim it? Because you're in Michigan?
I don't know about state how that goes, but
I don't either.
think if it's a national lottery, which is good everywhere, the tickets can be cashed anywhere.
Well, I know one thing. We can't buy our national lottery unless we're in the country. If we're on holiday abroad, you can't buy a lottery ticket online because it recognizes that you're not in the UK.
So it says Florida lottery regulations require all lottery winners to reveal their name and city of residence. The Florida lottery can also reveal the game, date, and amount you won to any party, including media outlets, but this does not mean you need to reveal your name and city of residence. So I think you have to just do it to them, but you don't have to make that part public.
Ah, okay.
But the game and the date and how much you won can be made public without your permission. That's what I'm taking from this.
Well, they
Is that-
kind of have to know your name or they can't pay you.
Right. But they're saying that to
You have the right to privacy.
yeah, as far as your name and your
That,
what city
that's
you
what
live
it
in.
sound. That's what it sounds like.
Name and city of residence is probably so they can tax you.
Right.
Whichever.
Well, so they're getting the right person.
Well, the good news is in the UK, if you win 110 million, you
You
keep
get-
110 million.
Well, what are we talking about, David? Did you win $110 million in the UK
I
or
wish.
what?
No,
I
nobody.
wish.
No, they
David won?
they don't have to pay taxes like we do.
You don't pay taxes. It's
Yeah,
paid
but see, David probably won the lottery, and he's not going to share any of
Oh.
it with
No, the 119
Laura.
and nobody
That is
won it.
not true, Paul. If I win the 110 million, well, it's now 120 million, so it's going to be 130 million on Friday.
It'll be
If I
more
win
than
the
that.
100 If I win the 130 million on Friday, I promise to share some of it with Laura. I'll buy her
A new computer.
No, I'll buy her a lottery ticket for the next draw because I'm off.
So if David wins, he's not willing to buy Laura a new laptop.
No.
No.
Oh, he's just gonna buy her own lottery
He said
ticket.
he's
Is
going to
he-
buy her a lottery ticket for the next draw.
So you're not going to buy yourself a new laptop.
No, I don't want a new laptop. I want a new PC.
Chelsea.
But I
Well,
want
fair.
the quantum. I want a quantum PC.
Pretty-
Yeah, I mean a new PC or laptop, one or the other.
Look,
Or you could easily afford
Hey.
both.
today,
That's not mine.
And
right, Justin, check your messages. And today, I purchased went to purchase 2 gaming laptops, 2 different ones. All right. The first one, it was supposed to have been an i7. The sticker said i7 on it, but when I
Yeah.
loaded it up, it's an Intel Celeron. Right, playing bastards. So that went back, and then they brought out another one that would have been really good for gaming, but unfortunately they couldn't find a power supply. And the guy said, "Well, I can knock the difference for the power supply off." I was like, "Fuck off! It's no use."
What good is a computer if you can't turn it on?
Can buy what's it? Power supply.
Right? Doesn't matter if it's desktop or laptop. Either way,
Justin,
What?
this was what I sent you was later on,
Ah,
about 10 minutes, about 5 minutes ago.
okay.
Yeah. Don't worry, Fortnite shit.
Great, he's all dressed up now.
so
Do we?
TJ, you've been to Waffle House, TJ?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, wait.
There's Waffle Houses all over Florida, TJ. There's probably 10 of them within a mile of your house.
I'm gonna be honest, this is a Waffle House because Laura, don't stop waffling.
I'm confused by TJ's
Why?
statement.
Why?
Oh, you know, it might be from that video
Hey,
that Dusty posted. It was probably something in that video.
Well, we have a few political leaders who like to waffle and flip flop, right, Justin?
Every politician everywhere. Well, not every politician, but majority of them around the world.
Justin, she's in the White House.
Like I
You
said,
know
I don't
which
think,
one.
like I said, I don't think all politicians are bad. I think there are some good ones out there.
Yes, there are a
There's
few good
just-
ones.
There's just more bad ones than good ones, unfortunately.
Where?
Why don't we hear more about the good politicians than we hear about the bad?
And they're not always going to do everything exactly the way you want, right?
True.
Like, I think DeSantis is a hell of a fucking governor. But, you know, you got a lot of people in the drone community bitching because of the laws he wrote about the drone shit. I don't care. I'm not going to base my political stance off of one thing that he did that I didn't like. And that's if I was coming from the point I even gave a shit about the drones anymore, because I really don't care.
Well, he did pick quite a fight about the Disney.
Yeah, and I totally backed him on that. Fuck Disney. Disney's going to come in and threaten the state and say they're going to tell the state what to do. And they're a private company. And then they have their own special privileges to run their own area outside the law. No, fuck that. Disney can piss off.
What happened to them moving to Texas? Because I thought
They're
Disney.
never going to move, dude. It's too. The problem is it would cost Disney billions upon billions of dollars to move that park. And it's so iconic and everything. I just don't ever see that happening. What they'll do is they'll just bend to the will of the state and fall in line like every other company should and be done with it. But I didn't agree that Disney should have had special privileges because that's what they had before DeSantis took them away. They had special privileges to run their own little area where their park was at, outside the law of the rest of the state, and were allowed to make up their own rules and shit. And I thought that was bullshit. They should have never had that.
I can just Goofy and Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse wandering around in police uniforms with guns.
Good evening, Joe America, if you're still in here.
He was never in here. He's busy tonight.
He was in here.
When?
He's in the chat.
He was in the chat about 20 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah, he was. Yeah.
Sorry, Joe. I didn't hear Laura tell you to shut up, so I didn't realise.
No, Laura's been being nice to him because he's been having a rough couple days. He's getting annoyed by all the pictures. And
I'm betting soon he'll go to get checked out.
No, it's all the pictures and the hassle with the parents and everything.
That and his granddaughter was being a child from hell, apparently, this morning.
Yeah, demon child, apparently.
Well,
gonna get
once in a
the-
while, kids will be that way.
Well, she's gonna start getting into her terrible. How old is she now? She's got to be what, 2?
18 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's gonna be in her terrible. She's getting into her terrible twos, what they call terrible twos.
Mm.
Oh yes.
Well,
when
there's debate on whether it's terrible twos or terrible or horrible threes.
No, it's
Oh,
definitely
it's
terrible twos
twos.
It's,
because they.
it's the terrible all the way up to 13, and then they become.
And then they just become a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But
Sometimes
get-
about 14, 17, they're royal witch.
and it all depends. Like, I've got 3 kids, and so I know quite a bit about that. But a lot of
give it
parents
back,
will
though.
tell you that girls get rougher the older they get, where boys get easier the rougher they get. They're like opposite. So
Mm,
boys tend to be really rough when they're young, real young, where
Yeah.
girls can be a little
I-
bit easier to handle.
that's
that
not our
does-
experience.
My stepdaughter's attitude changed as soon as she started secondary school.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, is you got to learn, you got to look at it from a parent standpoint, because kids always will act a certain way around parents versus like uncles and aunts and like maybe
Oh,
a friend
definitely.
of the family that watches them. They'll always act different than the actual parents themselves
Ah,
because they know what their parents' limits are, right? Like
and we know what Rod is up to.
the kids know how to push
They
their own
do.
parents' buttons.
What am I up to?
Why do they?
You've been
What the
flying.
hell am I reading here?
Nope, not been flying.
Right.
Y-
Justin.
you look a little faded.
Been building things again.
What?
Right.
There, let me
Right.
There
change
we
that light.
go. Now we see you.
Yeah, I ordered a LED light that goes over top of my desk. Let's see
Right.
here.
So, man found in Pennsylvania cave in 1977 who was frozen solid has been
Ooh.
identified as a 27-year-old.
I
All
haven't
right.
even heard about that.
Hello. So
Too bright, Rod.
So how
too bright?
Yeah.
Let me see.
So
That looks
How
all right,
is-
actually.
how's
Hmm.
Hot Rod in Florida?
You're not fading in and out, Rod.
No, it's just blowing it out a bit.
He looks good
Yeah,
now.
I'll have to adjust it. Okay, let's see here.
It looks good here.
Oh. I just did this.
You've been working on your FPV
Listen.
drone.
Right. I've got to drop off, guys, so I'll catch you in a bit.
Okay, David, you
Oh.
coming back?
Hi, David.
Not sure. Probably
Okay.
not.
Okay.
That's
Hi,
with
Laura.
I'll speak to you all tomorrow.
Thank you, David.
Hi, David. Hi, Laura.
that's with everything wired up.
Like,
And the smoke stopper screen with everything soldered in. Now I just gotta kind of button it up.
You made a lot of progress in less than a week.
I'll just say, not bad for a first build.
TJ says, "Yo," to you, Rod.
Yeah. Okay. So now I'm building Teej. Don't ask me why, but probably because I need to learn how to fix my own.
Well, that's a good way to learn.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, check this shit out.
Hi, Rob.
So they identified some guy they found in a cave in the
I saw.
Appalachians Mountains back in 1977, and they just identified him. I guess that's him right there.
Oh yeah, I saw that article.
yeah, that was
That's
what David
crazy.
said a few minutes ago.
Yeah, I was just looking it up.
A 7-year-old.
So was that one any better for the lighting? That's more of a yellow.
Can't
You're
see.
good.
No, it looks good.
There-
Yo, what's up,
That's
Rob,
the
how's it going,
yellow.
man?
That's more of
How's-
a whitish.
Okay. Looks okay.
Okay.
What are you up to, Rob?
I've needed a freaking light over once I could see when I'm building this shit for one thing.
Yeah.
Rob
should
says
just
hi and
gotten-
bye. Well, it's Rob.
You
Other than
should-
the light on my magnifying glass
You
that's
sh-
attached to the desk.
You should have just gotten another light, put it on the desk, so you have two lights.
What he's done.
Mm,
Actually, I put one of my lights back over here because I need one back here. I can't see sometimes behind my desk.
Is
let's
that
see
you,
here.
JDS?
What's up, JDS?
What about one more time?
Who was Blizzard, by the way?
There you go.
Oh.
Oh, wait. There.
Hmm?
That's the light I got.
Oh,
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, attaches to the desk in the back.
Just USB, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Well, it's USB. It has its own 110 port. So it doesn't plug
Okay.
into the USB, but it's basically USB power. And then two power buttons. One is for the two outside lights. One is for the middle light. So you can have all three, have two, have one, take your pick,
Mm-hmm.
What you doing?
kind of thing. And you can
Oh.
adjust it and sort of get it over top of your monitor and as far forward and however, whatever angle you want to use it at. So as lighting for like YouTube on the desk, so I look better, it seems to work.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that was those. There's the
Uh-huh.
middle one. There's with the middle one on. That one's probably pretty bright. Oh, let me stop sharing. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty bright. My eyes hurt. There, that's a little better.
Justin, check your messages. It's from Laura.
Oh, for fuck's sake. All right, hold on a sec.
Or I can point them out. The two outside lights are wings, so you can adjust them however you want.
Frank wants to show you something, Rod, but he's not home at the moment.
He said he'll be home in a few minutes.
Who?
Frank.
Jody.
Frank Rizzo.
Oh.
Jody. Just say Jody.
Got it. So now I gotta put the GPS where it belongs. In the
Tread
key.
lightly, Frank, with the printer situation.
There we go.
What are you doing?
Justin, JDS has a compliment for you. About Matt.
Oh yeah, I got all. If you go on my channel, JDS, there's about 5 videos of outtakes with Matt in it. I've been doing outtake videos of Matt, and so a bunch of them are Matt and Tim arguing, and then the other ones are Corey picking on Matt in the game, which are hilarious.
They're all
Isn't there aren't-
X-ray.
Because Corey keeps stealing Matt's weapons, which is fucking hilarious. I try to put one out at least once a week.
Thought
So
you could
how
only
long?
get weapons from somebody once they'd been hit.
Do what?
I thought you could only take weapons off somebody if they'd been hit.
Oh, no. What happens is Matt goes up to a chest, opens it up to get a weapon, and Corey comes up behind him and steals it.
All right.
From
then Matt-
literally right behind him.
And then Matt will start yelling at Corey because he done stole his weapon. Corey just does it to rile Matt up.
Yes, JDS, you should check it out. And then Laura has a few clips with Matt and Tim that are very funny. And then she's got a few about Justin.
So anyways, it's all soldered.
So what do you have to put the battery on?
No, I still gotta put the GPS into the mount. Plug the O3 air unit in. Honestly, I'll probably finish it tomorrow evening, maybe. I've got some clear silicone, electronic silicone coming that I want to put over all the solder joints. A little bit like conforma coating, but the silicone, just pure silicone gel.
So when the time comes, are you gonna test flight in the house?
Outdoors. But I may do that now because I can literally the O3 air unit's hooked to my goggles and the ELRS is hooked to my RC since it came off the old drone. So I'm probably gonna set it up, turn it on, and make sure it works and connect it to Betaflight and mess with it in Betaflight because I got to set the GPS up. And I have no idea what version of Betaflight is on this board that I ordered. My guess 4.4.
I'm wondering if you can update the Betaflight that's on the board.
Yes, you can
Yeah.
update Betaflight. I can update the ESCs because this is Bale Healy S, not the
So
32.
I would download the most recent and put it on the board, make sure that's on there.
I don't have to. It'll connect to the internet and download the most recent
Okay.
and put it on the board.
Oh, I didn't realize it could do that.
Yeah, I just did that on my 4.2 a couple of days ago. Although when I updated Betaflight, it wiped out my passphrase on ELRS. So I had to go back in and reset it. Not that that's a big deal.
Uh,
I was just like, why did it mess with the ELRS? Whatever.
Sometimes we don't want to know because the answer is more technical than we ever wanted to
Yeah,
understand.
probably. Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're probably right. So anyways, now to start. Yeah, mounting.
Mark, are you the eye of the beholder now?
Oh yeah.
Because that eye looks like it's from a movie from the 60s.
There
Or
was a movie where the majority of the character was an eye. I can't remember what it was.
Oh,
but I do believe that was inspired by the 60s.
Oh, probably.
Paul remembers the 60s. It was a very good time.
It was a different time.
Rod probably remembers the 60s.
no, I was alive, not old enough.
Yeah.
By the time I was old enough to start remembering things, it was 1970.
Beatlemania was live in the 60s.
I was born in 59, so I lived through the 60s.
Oh, so
Yeah, but you would, by the time you got to the 70s, you were 9 or 10 years old.
Oh, by the time I got to the 70s, I was 11 and starting secondary school. I started smoking when I was in the 1971.
So you were 11 or 12 when you started smoking?
Yeah. At school.
I'm guessing back then they frowned upon that.
Yeah. You weren't supposed to smoke till you were 16.
I don't think it was frowned upon as much as it would be today.
Well, kids at my old high school used to go next to the high school because there was a section of land between the high school and the town hall police department. where neither one really knew who owned that piece of woods. So they used to go back there and smoke.
Yeah,
Oh.
but back then, if you got caught smoking at school, you weren't likely to get, you know, in massive ass trouble. Now, if you get caught smoking in school, you're liable to get expelled from school.
Yeah.
You know, it was a lot different time back then.
You were caught smoking at school in them days, the teacher probably wanted a cigarette off you.
Well, it's like in my town, if you were like 15, 16 years old, maybe just got a driver's license, and they pulled you over and you had open beer or whiskey in the car, they'd make you stand outside the car and dump it out.
Or
and
at what?
then
Yeah.
they'd take down your information. They say, get home, we're calling your parents.
Yep.
Right, which they would never do today.
No,
Your ass would be in the jail hell on your way to juvie
yep.
or down to the local jail getting a ticket, and then your parents would be getting called with a court date. Yeah, that would never happen these days. I mean, I guess if you were still in a really small town where, you know, they might still let you get away with that if it was really small and everybody was still that close. But definitely not in most places.
Nope.
I mean, I watched that one body cam footage where the one cop pulled the other cop over for drinking and driving. He's like, you can't just let me go. He said, bro, this ain't 50 years ago. He goes, there's body cams, dash cams. He said, I'm not risking my career for you.
Well,
He said, you're going to jail.
there's another one cop pulling over a sheriff of another county doing 100 in a 45 zone.
Oh, have you ever seen the one of the Florida State Trooper that pulled over the Miami-Dade cop? And she got out of the car with her gun drawn and pulled him out of his cruiser, arrested him, and put him in her back seat because he was doing 120 down the highway. And he wasn't going anywhere but going to a baseball game or some shit. It was some off-duty crap he was doing.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Ooh.
And she said, and that cop, oh, that state trooper was pissed. She goes, I don't give a shit if you're a cop. She goes, you don't run down my highway that fast, especially if you're not responding to an emergency. Yeah, she went the fuck off on this dude, arrested him with he was fully kitted out too. He was on his way home and he was trying to get home to go to a baseball game or something. He was late for something, but he had his full uniform and everything on. She fucking disarmed him, arrested him, put him in the back of her cruiser, and took his ass to jail. She was not playing around.
As she should have.
Right, because just because you're a cop don't mean you get to just haul
Break
ass
the
down the
law.
road for no reason.
I agree. I'm betting this off-duty cop wanted to use his badge to get out of trouble if he got in
course.
trouble.
Of course.
Well, he thought she was going to let him off. That was not her plan.
Well, you know, that's where the saying about the cops are all brothers at heart, brothers behind the shield. So they think they can do things that the average person can't because they're cops.
Not here, they don't, man.
No,
Like I said,
that was the old days.
Justin,
where I live, the cops here, the sheriff here, if he finds out you did something stupid, he will bury your ass. He don't fucking play. He'll throw his own mom in jail if she did something illegal.
Justin, don't you have a Sheriff Grady Judd?
Yeah, that boy don't fucking play, dude. He threw 3 of his officers in prison, blasted them all over the news for stealing $500 out of the evidence locker.
Ooh.
He didn't that Dan don't give a shit, dude. If you do something that ain't up to his standards and you're breaking the law, he don't give a shit if you're a cop or not.
He seems like the most straight-laced sheriff I've seen yet.
Oh, to be honest, a lot of Florida sheriffs are like that.
Yeah, Chitwood here in Volusia County. Yeah, no shit.
Florida sheriffs are very fuck around and find out. Like, they don't play.
Yeah.
And even a lot of the local law enforcement's like that too, because the one good thing about Florida is a lot of the local, county, and state work really well together. They don't tend to clash too often. And the city cops are very protected by the state, keeping the stupid, like, cities from being able to like defund them and do anything stupid like that. Like it's actually illegal in Florida to try to defund a police department. You can't do it.
But what do they do if they can't figure out whose land is where?
What do you mean?
Hang on. I'll be right there.
Talking about jurisdictions, the sheriff has the ultimate jurisdiction, regardless if it's a city or not. He's the ultimate law of the county, period.
Yeah, that's true.
It don't matter if it's a city. I mean, yeah, you have your city does have their own area, but if he wants to step in at any time because he feels like something's not getting done right, he can totally do that at the end of the day. But like here, our city cops, they work hand in hand with the sheriff's department on everything. Like I said, they don't like everybody was joking around telling me I needed to run my car into the lake to collect insurance. I said, yeah, dude. I said, I'm more scared that they'd figure out I did that shit than I would that I'd get away with it. I'm more confident they'd catch me. I don't care how good I tried to plan that shit out. Like they're good at catching people.
God damn, this GPS mount is fucking tight. Holy fucking shit.
Okay, having trouble getting it on there?
I'm getting there, but fuck, you talk about height. I mean, it's there's not like a 0.002 millimeter leeway on this stupid TPU print on this GPS. I guess that's good because, well, the damn thing won't fall out, but holy crap. You gotta be able to get it in without breaking the fucking GPS. Okay, I don't think that thing is ever coming out of there.
Either that or there's a secret on how to get it in there.
I watched this video.
Plenty of lube.
So he didn't show like a specific way.
Actually, you know, Mark, that probably would have been a good idea.
Always spit on it first.
Little Vaseline. You're right. That probably would have worked.
Yeah, then you'd have Vaseline to clean off.
Oh, Vaseline don't matter because it's just waterproof gel. So
yeah, exactly. It's not like it hurt anything.
Oh no, it's just can be a little messy sometimes.
yeah, but it just adds to the waterproofing. If you want real fun, you use washing up liquid. Then the first time you take out in the rain, you get bubbles behind it.
I had to take a flat thing and keep pushing on the GPS. And I mean, push hard to get it up in there. And even then, it still wasn't. Oh, it still wasn't like.
Haven't you got one of those weird plastic tools they use for putting on?
Yeah, I do. Actually, I should have pulled it out, but you know what I used? A metal fingernail file, the side of it, and just pushed.
Yeah.
Metal and flat, or plastic and flat. Either way, something heavy duty flat that you can push with.
Mm.
Oh, that part worked. I got to remember on the ELRS that I need to face it with the antenna down, or I don't have enough space.
It sounds like you're gonna have to hope you never have to take that GPS board off.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That thing down. I can go. Oh, wait a second. I'm going backwards. And no wonder. Look where the fucking power cord is. You'll know which way you gotta go. Which way's front and which way's back. I was trying to put it on backwards. That wasn't a very good idea, was it? Okay. So the answer is plug the O3 air unit in and then put the power cord up through there. Otherwise, there's not enough space to plug the fucking O3 air unit in. Which I kind of knew. I knew this.
Sarah, fact the card yet?
I knew this was going to be tight.
No. Going there in the morning to get a new one.
What's the matter with Sarah's car?
Card.
Credit card.
Lost the bank card.
Oh, bank card. I thought it's something wrong with her car.
Just add a D to the end of that and you'll be correct.
No, she went to the store on Friday evening and then went to the ATM and then got home and realized she didn't have her card. And so we needed to go grocery shopping.
Probably stuck in the, or left it in the ATM.
Yeah, well, we went back there and it wasn't there. And I guess
I don't know about your ATMs, but our ATMs won't give you the money until you've taken the card out of the slot.
That's true. Most of them here do the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know with her bank exactly. And we're not even sure she left it there. We're just assuming.
Yeah.
So,
given what Mark just said, okay, I changed my mind. I mean, it probably wasn't there. But she had it when she was there, obviously. Otherwise, she couldn't have got money out.
Yeah.
Right. And well, she went, I don't even remember. I think she went to go get money and she realized it was gone.
Oh, got it.
Because she went to the store first, spent what little cash she had on her, and then she was going to go back and get some more stuff. And then I think that's when she realized it was missing.
Oh, so she didn't even use the card in the shop?
No, she didn't. She used the little bit of cash she had on her.
So that card could be literally anywhere. Yeah.
I'm not even sure, but she retraced her steps in the car. I looked through the house. But it just sucked because it happened on a Friday with the 3-day weekend, so none of the banks were open. So it was a little tight on groceries for the weekend, but we got through it. So because we were planning on doing some, doing some serious grocery shopping.
Oh, damn it. I need 3 hands.
That and you needed cheese slices. Yeah.
No, I didn't need. We had cheese slices until Jackass decided to eat them.
Damn.
I had to eat a cheeseless hamburger.
I usually have cheese on my hamburgers.
First world problems. You gotta love it.
Yeah. I mean, Kate always gets a cheeseburger, but I'd rather have them without the cheese.
Oh, this was some nice cheese too, dude. This is, some nice sliced sharp cheddar,
They gobbled that
Yes.
right up, huh?
Yeah, it was some really tasty cheese. And then we go to bed and get up in the morning and find out Kelsey decided she wanted a snack in the middle of the night. I was like, I told y'all we were running low on food until Tuesday. I was like, and you go and eat part of our fucking dinner.
What'd she say?
And there was other stuff out there to snack on. There was chips, popcorn bags.
Mm.
There was other shit she could have made to snack on, and she decided to eat all the cheese. 8 slices.
8 slices of deluxe cheese.
Yeah. Oh, here, you might want to put that back.
Well, what was her reaction when
No,
you
get
called
it
her
out
out?
of here. Oh, no, they lied about it. She lied about it at first.
Oh, okay.
All 3 of them didn't know anything about it. But they were all blaming each other immediately.
I don't know.
when
I
asked
don't
them.
know. I don't know.
No,
Yeah,
if I ask one of them, I'll say, I'll go to Thomas and be like, I'll be like, did you take such and such? And he'll be like, no, it was probably Kelsey or Aubrey. They immediately just blame each other. Then it becomes this pissing match between the 3 of them.
Isn't that normally how it works with kids?
Yep. And then Kelsey finally fessed up like a couple hours later because Sarah went out there and started grilling him again. She was in the room just stewing over the fucking cheese missing. So she went out there and started yelling at him again. Where's my fucking cheese?
Yay. O3 air unit plugged in. Almost not a long, the cable was almost not long enough the way I routed it. But I had to route it under the flight controller so that the freaking wire wasn't sticking out the side. That's there. Probably don't want to run that up in there because I still want to do the silicon crap tomorrow. So I need to leave space so I can do that. I don't want to tighten the top half down. Although I suppose I could put the top plate on. Speaking of which, I gotta find the top plate. Yeah, it's over here in my bag of toys.
What is it? Precious? And toys?
Something like that. Let's see. I know that.
You're working on your FPV, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Some of the finished work.
So how well do you think it will fly?
Should fly great.
You think she'll fly better than your, say,
No.
Mini or Baby Hawk?
It'll fly great. That's all I'm gonna say. It'll fly great.
I mean, you really can't compare them. They're all different in their own way.
Yeah, they're all different. Size and weight makes them different.
I mean, that's like comparing a Mini 2 to a Mavic 3. There's really no comparison. They're completely different in their own way.
How long do you think you can get out of that battery you're going to put on that FPV there, Rod?
There's my motor screws. He did give me motor screws. Okay, say that question again.
How long do you think you can get out of that battery for that FPV drone you're working on?
4 minutes.
Crisp 2.5 minutes.
No, it's longer than that.
I know it sucks.
I
Those
thought it-
batteries aren't like you can't get like
You
20
can get
minutes out
you
of
can
it.
get 5 to 7 minutes depending on how you're flying it.
Is there a battery you can put on it that you can get 10?
And you could probably get more than that if you take it easy.
Yeah, but so the problem is, Andrew, is people when they're flying FPV, especially the freestyle quads, they're going balls to the wall, so they drain those batteries quick.
Yeah.
You're not
Mhm.
really putting a big battery on there just to putz around with, you know.
Well, and the other part of it is
That's a lot of weight.
it's the balance between the weight.
Oh yeah,
And-
balance power to weight ratio, right?
Yeah. And you can put the bigger battery on and not end up with any more flight time.
You had to balance the drone.
So it's a balancing act.
So how is the Baby Hawk flying?
Baby
Some of-
Hawk flies fine.
7,000 milliampere hour battery probably weighs as much as the rest of the drone.
I don't know, Mark. I've never flown FPV.
Well, the Tiny Hawk uses somewhat like a 450 milliamp battery.
Yeah, 'cause I think that battery can fit maybe in the palm of your hand
It fit on the end of
or
your thumb.
slightly bigger.
No, about the size of a matchbox.
Yeah. So anything crazy going on down there, Justin?
Not really, no. Pretty quiet down here. A little bit of a storm coming in.
What'd he say?
So there's a little bit of a storm coming in.
Oh, you got weather?
A little bit. Looks like it's gonna. Oh no. Looks like it's moving away now.
Pop-ups?
Yeah, it's nothing over. I mean, there's a pretty big storm over Florida at the moment, but it's not really over my area too bad. It's more over Tampa, Sarasota area.
Yeah, I heard you're supposed good chance all week of
And then down by TJ's area, West Palm's got a pretty big chunk of it over that.
TJ. I hope you're not out flying.
I don't even think it's thunderstorms. I think it's just rain.
Yeah, I don't think rainstorm does a drone well. Because most drones aren't really waterproof, right?
Unless you buy like a splash drone.
Yeah.
But that's what's funny too, is I've heard so many guys in the community say, man, I really wish I could go fly in the rain. I'm like, buy a splash drone. That's all you gotta do if you really want a drone that will fly in the rain, just buy a splash drone.
Yeah. About 2,500.
Rod, are you talking to us?
I'm getting kind of worried about Joe Tributone, Joe America. We
Why?
haven't seen him yet all day, and I just tried to call his number and
He was in the chat earlier.
He's been in the chat, Paul.
Has
He was in the chat about an hour ago.
Yeah, he said he was just busy handing out pictures.
He was doing pictures or handling
Yeah.
pictures.
I just tried to call him and it went to voicemail saying that the person you called no longer has a setup.
They
Oh,
haven't set their voicemail box up.
Maybe
used
his
phone to go on YouTube in the chat earlier.
Yeah, he
maybe
said
his phone might have died.
Yeah.
The battery. You know?
or he just never set up his voicemail. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, it could be.
Which would be surprising because he runs a business. I wouldn't think he
Yeah.
would not have one set up, but it's possible he never set
Well,
it
I'm
up.
glad to hear I don't have to worry about Joe.
And he said this morning it was because the grandkid was playing up.
Mark said the grandkid was playing devil.
Yeah,
She was being a little devil.
yeah, she's getting into. I said when you get to the kids start getting that age, they start walking around, getting into
Getting into
shit. They're,
things, yeah.
they're teething. They're getting more cranky when they don't get their way. It's just a whole deal when they're that age.
Yeah. They're fighting against going to sleep.
Yeah, so much shit.
Just what he should just wait till she says no.
Playing with
Trust
the dog.
me,
No.
dealing with a small kid like that, there's more bad times than there are good times. You're gonna
Want to
have
take
a
a
lot
nap?
more.
No.
You're gonna have a lot more annoying times than joyful times. Trust me. Every one good moment you have with them, you got 10 bad ones where they're just getting on your damn nerves.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Like I
Hey,
said,
these guys-
it's always rough that age. Until they can kind of start comprehending like what no means and they understand what it means when they get in trouble. Then they get a little easier, but usually they don't start getting like that till about 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Rod, did you see we confiscated Nicolas Maduro's plane from Venezuela?
Who the hell is that?
He's the leader of Venezuela. We reconfiscated our plane, which he stole.
What, they went into Venezuela and just hijacked it and took it back or what?
Him and his group, they illegally paid for the plane and took it out of country without us knowing about it, but we actually knew, and it actually went to a military base down there.
Oh, what, the US military just like kind of threatened them like you give
And
the plane back
then
or else?
just this week, we took it back from the Dominican Republic.
Oh yeah, they probably pressured the government, was like, look, we don't want to fuck you up,
Oh.
but we want our plane back.
I think Tim might want that plane if he wins the lotto. Hi, Tim.
It's a plane.
Which Tim is that? There's 2 different
Your
Tims.
favorite. Jackson.
Okay. What's up, Tim? Yeah, because there's also
Hey,
Tim
Tim.
from Michigan too. That lives up by Paul.
Yes, that is true, Don.
What?
How's Missouri, Don?
Hey, Don.
Matter of fact, I think they did that in Russia too when we put the sanctions on them. I think didn't they confiscate some of the American Airlines planes that were over there? Some of the American airline companies. I think they had some planes stationed over there and they seized them. I think that happened at one point.
I thought you want to win the lotto. That's all I said, Tim. Then I suggested maybe Tim may want a plane.
Hmm.
Tim won the lottery. It'd be more like a lot of cocaine and hookers.
There'd be a big party. Lots of music, lots of dancing.
I could hire that midget Tim's always wanted.
Maybe a beach. Party always goes well with the beach. Okay, Tim.
No, I know what he wants. He wants a catamaran. Well, isn't that
Oh
the
yes.
boat? I think he wanted. He wants a boat real bad, like a houseboat.
Yeah. Try catamaran, the three
You mean
trimaran.
Hashtag House of Midgets.
Mhm.
That's what he wants. He wants a houseboat with a bunch of midgets running around on it.
But I heard some of those trimarans are a lot faster than, say, a sailboat.
Well, yeah, because the hull's a lot smaller and thinner and cuts through the water quicker.
I wouldn't mind having a houseboat. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know if I'd want to live on it full time, but it'd be pretty cool to have one like dock somewhere.
Mm.
If you do buy one, just make sure you do all the maintenance to keep it floating. One thing you have to do regularly is the bellows. Otherwise, the boat could just sink.
Back when I was a kid, we used to go to Lake Havasu in Arizona. There was people out there that had houseboats, and they look like a damn double wide trailer on a fucking pontoon.
Mm.
Oh, I saw those.
You can actually buy a caravan now, like the camping trailer, that turns into a boat.
Yeah, they've actually been making like variations of shit like that since like what, like the 60s.
Oh yeah.
Like they've had cars like that where you could drive into the water and shit.
Oh yeah, they've still got cars.
But yeah, they they've been making variations of that. I've seen a new modern RV that on YouTube not too long ago where the guy could drive it right into the water.
Mm.
And then the wheels come up about halfway, and then boat motors kick in the back.
I think it was Rolls. There's a third-party company that works with Rolls-Royce that turns a Rolls-Royce car into a boat.
Can't say as I've heard of that one.
But they haven't but that's the thing, is there's been people that have made those since like way back in the day, but they've
Mm.
never actually taken off in like a big commercial sense where like millions of people were buying fucking car boats, right? Like
Oh no.
usually they ended up being a concept car that some guy built out of his garage or
Because
something.
it's got the car seats, it's got the car feel, but you're
There wa-
still sitting in a boat ultimately. The
There wa-
outside looks like a car.
Yeah, there was one company that did commercially make an amphibious car.
But did it take off though, or was it kind of like
There were a lot of them about, but
Oh,
they're
was
fucking
Is that-
expensive now.
well, I know there were some
Oh.
companies over here back in the day that tried to, and they just never took off.
was
Yeah.
that
Like-
back in the 70s, was it?
Yeah, 60s, 70s, something like that.
Yeah, some of those cars are expensive now.
And I seem to remember now that Rolls Royce was actually a one guy that turned his boat into a Rolls Royce rather than the other way round.
Got it, because he likes the car.
Yeah.
The girlfriend likes the boat. So I said, let's marry the two.
Mm.
So the one I saw was off at Long Island.
Yeah, but you start doing shit like that too. There's a lot of moving parts in the system like that.
Yeah.
And you'd have to be able to build it reliable enough to where it wouldn't be breaking down every, 500 miles worth of use,
Yeah.
something stupid breaking on it. Cause we all know boats alone are a bitch to maintain. Now you're adding the car into the mix.
I don't know how much those old cars Mark was talking about, from the 70s. You push a button and the wheels move to the side and the propeller comes out.
Right, but that's what
That
I'm saying. You
wheel-
got
Wheels stayed exactly where they were, and the propeller was out permanently at the back.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
exactly which one he was talking about. We were looking at him not too long ago, but like I said, you're adding a boat into the mix of a vehicle,
Yeah.
and boats, we all know boats are a bitch to maintain, and you're adding a lot more moving parts to the whole system.
Yeah, I think it was just called an amphicar.
Not sure, Tim.
Dusty was in the chat earlier. I don't know where he's at now, Tim.
Yeah, he was before.
Yeah, I hadn't seen him in the chat in probably about an hour, half hour ago, somewhere in there.
So Dusty may have left the building.
Mm.
And Paul has entered the building.
Yeah, I had to take some laundry out of the dryer, put the wash into the dry.
Yeah.
Stop, Lance.
Oh, that's a good point. I've had my washing in the dryer for the past 2 days. I forgot to take it out.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, he
is
might have.
possible, Tim.
He likes to taste the rainbow.
Skittles makes a good commercial.
Mm.
I can't eat Skittles, man. They hurt my jaw, dude. Those things, I can eat about a handful of them, and then after that, it's like, nah. Because they're especially if they're not like a fresh bag of them and they're kind of got a little stale, they get real hard.
Mm.
Oh, dude, yeah, my jaw will be hurting after about 2 or 3 handfuls of those.
So you want the newer candy?
I'm
A
just
newer
saying
bag of Skittles.
Skittles are like eating taffy, dude. You can only eat so much. It's just like your jaw start hurting.
Yeah.
Hey, TJ.
Peanut M&Ms.
Oh, I love those. Are my favorite M&Ms.
M&Ms.
Yeah.
Oh, I do like the
Oh, I
pretzel
love
ones.
M&Ms.
They got the ones over here with pretzel inside of them.
All right.
And then if you're a coffee person, they have ones with coffee beans in them.
Oh,
I've not
So-
seen them.
Oh, dude, if you go down our candy aisle, there's like probably 30 different flavors of
Huh.
M&Ms. They have a lot of flavors over here.
They usually only have about 3 or 4 over here.
Oh, dude, there's so many. You go to Walmart and there's mochaccino, there's fucking peanut butter, there's
Oh, yeah.
pretzel, there's dark chocolate, brownie flavored ones. I mean, dude, there's so many different flavors of M&Ms.
Mm.
But it is an American company, so it makes sense why we got more of a choice over here of that.
Yeah.
Hi, Tim.
I think the majority of
Mr.
what you
Tim.
can find here are just the peanut ones and the chocolate ones, and that's it, really. I don't think I've seen many others.
And Sarah likes the hot chocolate ones they put out during Christmas.
Okay, Tim, have a good day at work.
Shortly, speaking of candy-ish, what do we think of the Coke flavored Oreo?
Oh, I haven't even heard of
The
that.
what flavored Oreos?
Coca-Cola.
Coke.
Never
I
heard
don't
of
know.
such a thing.
Never heard of it.
No.
I wouldn't be off put from trying it, but
What is it?
Coca-Cola Oreo.
TJ!
TJ, hey!
What's up?
TJ must be at work on break.
Yeah.
No, he's just being a giggling creep in the parking lot.
He's chasing old ladies around the parking lot.
Running up on him, giggling. I'll help you with your groceries.
That's funny.
Oh, TJ, are you gonna post a video showing your poster?
Oh yeah. I'll do a video. Yeah.
Is it the one that Scott does?
Yeah, the one
yeah.
that Scotty did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I texted Uncle Ray about making it into a shirt for next year's South Florida meetup, but I guess there's going to be a lot of new faces this year, so I guess if some people like. I think some people might get upset if their face isn't on it, but who can
Yeah, but that's all down to just Scott putting a.
Yeah, Scott updates it every year from people that were there last year.
Well, not only that, but everybody's been told if they want their face on it and they're not on there, all they have to do is just message Scott, and let him know.
Yeah, say I don't want mine on it or whatever.
And the thing is not everybody's is on it too, because not everybody shows their face or ever comes onto a panel, so you don't know what they look like anyway.
Yeah, and they don't, a lot of them don't have their face showing.
Hey, TJ, are you demonstrating a little bit of astronomy about how the black hole swallows the universe?
Oh God! Don't get him laughing while he's eating. You're trying to kill him. You're gonna suck a fucking peach down his throat and choke.
Well, that's why he can't go to the beach because everybody's afraid that he'll swallow a beach ball.
He gets to the end of his lunch break and he won't have had anything to eat.
That's funny.
What's that?
Can you see that? That's
What
the
is
chocolate flavored Oreo chocolate. No, it's the
Coca-Cola?
Coca-Cola Oreo. Oreo flavored Coke and Coke flavored Oreo. They say the Coke has got a bit of a chocolate taste to it.
I'd try it. Yeah, exactly, Donald. You don't actually have to.
TJ, what are you doing, TJ?
I'm on my break eating some food.
It's Mario. Where's Luigi? Where's Luigi? Damn it!
I don't know. I gotta go find him.
Yeah, exactly, Donald. You don't actually have. Somebody's got to use it.
Anyways, see y'all later.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, see you, Rod.
You better eat that fucking banana like a man. You better not stick that in your mouth. You tear it off in pieces and eat it. No, if you eat it like a man, you tear it off in pieces and eat it. You don't stick it in your mouth.
Like this.
Exactly. There you go. Take your damn man card. I see you deep throat that banana.
Oh, look at that.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
Yeah, you slice it up small and put it in your cereal.
Oh yeah, that's good.
TJ? No deep throating that banana.
I know. I know.
That's what I said. He needs to tear it off and eat it like a man, or he'll lose his damn man card.
Yeah, it's funny. That's funny.
The only thing long like that that's socially acceptable is sticking in your mouth is a hot dog within a bun.
Yeah. That's funny.
Ballpark hot dog, you mean, Justin?
And a corn dog, that's okay, but not a banana.
Yeah, corn dog, yeah.
Well, TJ eats it like a banana dog.
A banana dog.
Yeah.
Bing, 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 banana phone.
And another thing too is when you eat foods like that, you don't make eye contact with other men. While you're doing it. When you take a bite of your corn dog, you look away.
That's funny. That's funny.
Make eye contact with me, we're gonna get the wrong idea.
Well, you don't lick your corn dog in front of men.
That's funny.
So I hear the flying's going well there, DJ.
I haven't really flown much for some reason. I got my drones in the back seat with me, and I haven't really been posting much really because I don't know. It seems like all the spots that I fly, I can never find any new spots to fly. Like we always
What do you
fly
got,
like
what do you got there now, TJ?
Nutty buddy.
Nutty buddies.
Ah,
So you ate, what was that you were eating the first thing? Applesauce?
Yeah, it's applesauce.
So you ate applesauce, banana, and a nutty buddy. What the fuck kind of lunch is that?
It's Luigi's bloody lunch.
that's a Luigi dinner.
Yeah,
Luigi-
the weekly dinner.
Donald said, I
Don
make eye
said-
contact and eat slowly.
Yeah.
DJ, don't you look at the camera when you put that in your mouth. You look away. There you go.
Those are the only things that he can lift off the shelf without people in the store noticing.
I thought TJ would be eating a Snickers.
And look how dainty he's holding it. He's got his
Yeah.
pinky out and shit like he's.
All right. Here, look.
Yeah, yeah.
Sauce on its own.
Now, let me see that pinky extend.
Sauce belongs on a pork sandwich.
Oh, that's funny.
No, it's not.
Are you sure? Are you sure that it was funny?
Yeah.
Are we sure what, Paul?
Or an apple pie.
Oh, that's funny.
And like another rule is the only time it's acceptable to stand next to another man at a urinal and talk is if you're closing $1 million deal. Other than that,
Oh yeah.
you look forward, you don't say shit, you do your shake, go to the sink, then you can talk.
Don says that he makes eye contact and eats slowly.
the urinal.
He can eat 2 corn dogs at the same time.
That way one is
Oh,
jealous
wow.
of the other.
Wait up. So you're saying Donald can keep on contact, eat slowly, eat 2 corn dogs at a time while taking a piss at the urinal.
You said it, David.
That's a strange multi-tasking challenge.
Don't be sticking that pinky out. Don't be getting all dainty licking your fingers.
So how's the nutty buddy?
Don't forget to.
It's very nutty, buddy.
Is it
He
good?
he said it's very nutty.
Yeah, it's very very nutty, buddy. Re buttery.
Butter?
What is it?
Nutty buttery.
It's like a wafer with chocolate around it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Almost
Kinda
tastes like a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Yeah, it's similar taste.
Ooh.
Just kind of more of a wafer type texture.
Hi,
Yeah.
Jason.
It's our blue
Like a-
ribbon.
Like a blue ribbon.
Yeah.
Jason Lavarius,
It
what's
sounds
going on?
like.
What's up, Jay?
Jason.
I'm just teaching TJ how to eat long, hard foods like a man.
Okay, like a man.
Don says, I always have 2 hands free at the urinal. I practice the Superman stance.
The Superman stance. How does Superman stand?
With his legs apart and his hands on his hips.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Stick it out, stick it forward, bend your it back.
And then
Bend
Donald
back, aim
turns.
high.
Donald turns and looks at you, shakes his head, and you know.
Just remember, the higher you get it, the bigger the splashback.
My problem is I got to hold it up out of the urinal, otherwise it hits me.
Well, you stop using the kids' ones.
Oh, the fucking kids ones, you got to squat like a damn.
Exactly. We know you sit down.
You ever go into like a elementary school and then like for like one of the kids' things, and you have to go to the bathroom, and you go into the bathroom, and the fucking urinals on the floor. Like, what the hell?
Like on Mr. Billy Madison. You're
Yeah,
talking about.
exactly. Like I remember I went to visit one of my cousins, my younger cousins, was in elementary school, and I think I was like 17, maybe 18 at the time. And I went for one of their things at the school, and I went into the bathroom, and I just couldn't believe how tiny everything looked. Because I had been in that, that was the elementary school that I went to, same bathroom, and I just hadn't been in there in years. You're talking, I've been through middle school, high school, and then went back, and I just couldn't believe how tiny everything was in that bathroom.
So the restrooms that you normally use have one of them mirrors that
Oh.
enlarge everything.
I think Don
remember that
sums this
movie.
up perfectly, like the scene from Uncle Buck.
You know, I don't even know if I've ever watched that movie.
Really?
I think I've
Uncle
seen
Buck.
like bits
Uncle
and
Buck.
I
I
think
know
I've
the
seen like
movie.
bits and pieces of it.
Yeah, I don't remember it that well, to be honest
wait,
with you.
It's
John, with John,
It's got-
American
it's got-
movies of
John
all time.
Goodman.
No, it's
Justin,
John
John
was it
Candy.
Candy?
Yeah, John Candy,
John
and then
Candy.
it's got Bill Murray in it. I think.
Yeah, I
I
can't.
think Bill Murray's in it.
I might have seen it when I was younger. I don't remember it though, to be honest.
About 3/4 of the way through the movie, there's a scene with the niece's elementary school principal, and he tosses the quarter at her. Have a rat gnaw that thing off your face.
The
Got
one
them
John
all-
Candy movie that I remember, that I actually remember like the whole movie almost word for word, was the Jamaican bobsled team. Fuck, now I can't remember the name.
Cool
Runnings.
Runnings. Cool
Cool
Runnings.
Runnings, yeah.
Dude, that
That
movie is
movie-
hilarious.
Thank you
That
dead.
movie,
That movie is
Yeah,
so
man.
funny.
that movie I've seen like a million times. I know that movie.
What about
Do
the
you guys
Great
do this just to
Outdoors?
drive me crazy? Bill Murray and Uncle Buck? No, he's not.
I didn't say that. I said John Candy.
John
I
Candy.
don't-
Oh yeah, and I heard John Goodman. Mark, I heard John Goodman, and my
Yeah.
brain, I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
And you're
Macaulay Culkin was in it. And John Candy.
Didn't Will Smith play the cowboy in it?
I remember the Great Outdoors with John Candy.
The Great Outdoors.
Oh wait, that was Wild Wild West.
In the cabin.
You know what
the
movie I
bear.
watched last night? And it was, I never realized how weird. Maybe it's just because Will Smith is a lot older now. But in the movie, fuck, I watched it last night. Damn, I can't never remember movie titles anymore.
Well,
No, it was the one where he was running from the NSA. Fuck, I just watched
This is the Will
Oh, with
Smith
Gene
movie?
Hackman.
All USB.
Yeah.
Keyboard.
Enemy of the State. That was
Enemy
it.
of the State. Yeah.
Will Smith's voice just sounds so young and whiny in that movie. I haven't seen that movie in years, and I just decided to watch it last night because they got it on YouTube for free with ads. You can watch it on the YouTube movies. And dude, he just sounds so different in that movie.
Yeah. Did you like that movie?
Enemy of the State?
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good.
If you like Gene Hackman's character in Enemy of the State, it's almost identical to the character he played in The Conversation.
Okay, I haven't seen that.
In fact, if you want to treat it as a sequel to The Conversation, there's ways to do it.
I'll have to go back.
Hey-
I don't even know that movie. I'll have to go check it out.
Hey Don, you know what's
Conversation.
what's funny about the word identical? It has the word tickle in it.
So does
The giggling king.
yeah, TJ. You know what's funny about your throat? It's got a testicle in it.
Oh, they got it on Paramount Plus. I'll have to check it out.
That's funny.
Let's see. The comment. YouTube's saying it's on Paramount Plus. So.
Okay, so I need But I need a YouTube. I need to make YouTube videos that have my Doom buggy in it. Has my nerdiness of movies.
Mhm.
You people drive me crazy.
Oh yeah, I can watch it on.
David.
Yeah, we'll have to check that movie out.
What you need to do is
It's a good kind of crazy though, Don. Right? It's a good kind of crazy.
make a copy clip of a movie with a dune buggy in it.
Make a what?
Make a clip of a copy of a movie with a dune buggy in it.
Of which movie?
I don't know. Which
That movie is from 1974. It doesn't look that
There's
old.
lots of movies with Doom buggies in it.
yeah.
That movie, the cover for the movie
Uh-huh.
doesn't look like that old of a movie. Like it looks from like the 90s.
Which movie?
The
The Conversation?
I didn't like the cover
It-
art for the movie. It looks like it's more of the 90s style. It doesn't.
It
look
might be a new version. It might be a new release cover art. They might have
yeah.
re-released it like a Criterion collection or
doesn't
something.
look like a 74 movie.
It's a 74 movie, but man,
If
it's a good thriller.
If it says he's got Gene Hackman in it, then
I like him. He's a good actor.
I think he's also in Behind Enemy Lines.
Can't remember if he was in that movie.
I think he
Early
might.
2000s, I believe.
Is he dead?
No.
No, I don't think Gene Hackman's dead. I don't know, but let me double check because fucking sometimes people's deaths get overshadowed by other shit.
Yeah.
No, he's still alive. He's 94.
There are so many rumors about various stars being dead.
Wait, no, he's not
Despite they're
94.
alive.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
There's a rumor going around that Elvis is dead.
Can't be.
All right, guys.
Elvis has
I got
been
it. I'll
dead.
see y'all in the morning. Bye.
Bye, TJ. Giggle.
Oh my god, dude, Gene Hackman looks rough. Have you seen his latest photos?
Mm-mm.
Hold on, let me.
And don't show us if it's going to break our hearts.
Let me see if I can find that picture I just saw. The fuck did it go?
Whoa.
That looks nothing like like. Look
Look
at
at
this.
that.
Does that look anything like him?
No.
You know
That's
who
a
that
hobo.
also- You know who that looks similar
No,
to?
there was
Clint
a
Eastwood.
couple news articles from news agencies, and they were like 94 Hackman spotted out, and they had the pictures on two different news things of that same pictures.
Who is that?
That's supposedly Gene Hackman.
No way.
He's 94, so I mean,
I saw the same picture.
yeah,
That's Heckman.
there's a bunch of them, and they're all labeled Gene Hackman, and they're on a bunch of news articles too.
But you know who also looks skinny and similar to that?
God, he looks
Clint
rough,
Eastwood.
dude.
Clint Eastwood's now skinny too.
He looks nothing like he did, 15 years ago. 15, 20 years ago. Jesus.
Well, Clint Eastwood's also 90 something, so
Yeah, but Clint Eastwood still looks the same, though. Like, if you saw Clint Eastwood, you would know it was Clint Eastwood. If I walked by that man, I would have never thought that was Gene Hackman. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could have totally walked by him on the street and not even recognized him.
Oh,
But-
yeah.
I wouldn't have.
But yeah, that's like pretty much all some of the other older actors like that, though. You would like Sam Elliott. You would totally recognize him if you saw him on the street.
Oh, his mustache and the hair.
Like some of those guys have aged, but they still look the same. They just look like an older version. And there's some people that will just rapidly age their last 10, 15 years, and they look completely different from what you remember them from when you last saw them in a movie or something, 20 years before. And And sometimes that's because of medical issues. They might have gotten an aggressive form of cancer or something like that that just completely ravished their body, you know.
Who was the actor that was in Streets of San Francisco?
Streets of San Francisco.
I don't know. You got to Google, don't you?
I don't know. Streets of San Francisco.
Streets of San Francisco.
Yeah, he had a face that looked like somebody had backed into it.
Are you talking about the TV series?
Yeah.
Edward, hold on. Carl Madlin?
Yeah,
Malden?
that was
Carl
Yeah.
Malden.
Carl Malden.
And then you got Michael
He
Douglas.
used to do the American Express commercials. Had a divot in his nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, and then it was Michael Douglas and Reuben
Michael
Collins.
Yeah, Michael Douglas was his second in command. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the other star they have listed is Reuben Collins. Yeah, that threw me off when I saw him. But I mean, like, look at Joe Pesci, dude. Oh God, dude, he's aged rough. Or even what's his name from Vacation?
Yes, Jody.
Like I was watching the Comic-Con from last year. I think it might have been Vegas. And Chevy Chase was there, and oh my God, dude, he looked rough. They actually had to bring in a chair for him to sit in, and he came in with a walker and everything. It was kind of sad to see. Because, you know, he was just always so rambunctious in all the movies he played in, you know, a lot of energy.
Mm.
That's kind of how I felt about going and seeing Phil Collins. They brought out a chair.
Oh,
and he
I
sat
saw
down
that.
and sang the entire time. But even still, he had the same sense of humor as he always had. It was a great show.
His voice is still good too.
And his voice is still okay. It's weak sauce compared to what it used to be.
Yeah, Rod left, but he wasn't even really here the last 20 minutes. He was on the phone with somebody.
He's been working on his FPV drone.
But yeah, it was kind of sad seeing Chevy Chase like that, though. Just from all the movies I
Hey,
remember him in and
Sabeo.
stuff. All right, Jason, we'll see you later.
Fortnite for Jason. Is it Fortnite for Justin?
Good night, Jason.
I'm probably not playing tonight, to be honest with you.
Are you leaving too, Justin?
No. I'm not playing. I'm probably not playing tonight. So. I might later on if Matt's up and Matt wants to play, but other than that, no, I'm not really playing. So I'm sure Matt will contact me about 10 tonight, 10:30 tonight, ask me to get on. He always sends me really derogatory messages and tells me to get on to play Fortnite. Usually calls me the
Hello.
C word. Oh, good God, that podcast is that old already? Fuck me. Joe Rogan and Leah Remy podcast. That was 7 years ago. Ah. I was really when Mel Gibson came on to Joe Rogan's podcast. That was kind of a really weird podcast. I'll tell you what, because like you were kind of expecting him to come on there and kind of talk about his movie career and all that crap, and he didn't. He just wanted to talk about stem cells the whole time. Kind of a weird conversation, kind of a weird podcast.
When was that?
I can't remember how long. Let me look.
Oh, but it wasn't like this week. It's an older.
Yeah, I think it was sometime less. Oh, that one was a while back too. Fuck, that was 6 years ago. I didn't think it was that old.
Because I was listening to Joe Rogan on the drive the other day.
Yeah, that
With,
one was 6 years ago. I
His,
thought that
the
was one of the
episode he
only
did with
couple-
Louis C.K.
Oh yeah, I think he's done a couple with him. Did you ever watch a controversy between him and the one comic? He was a
Carlos
Spanish
Mencia?
comic. Yeah, about the stealing of the
Yeah,
jumps and all
Carlos
that.
Mencia isn't Hispanic. He's Iranian or something.
But he plays as Hispanic, right?
Right.
Or that's kind of his.
Or at least
shtick
that's a
whatever.
rumor I heard. I could be speaking out of my ass, but that's a rumor I heard.
Yeah, it's got a U at the end of the C is what Matt normally calls me, Jason. Definitely not Carla. But
Oh, is it what I called Dominic that one time?
yes.
Well, you should take that as a compliment.
Yeah, because it's one of those words over there. It depends on what context you use it in.
Yeah, it's what you call a buddy of yours. But not anybody. It just has to be a specific buddy, a buddy who's not, living up to their end of the bargain.
But now I like Joe Rogan's podcast. So he's got some interesting people on there sometimes. Yeah, I was just thinking about that though, because I was watching another podcast about Scientology, and I was thinking of the Leah Remy interview. I didn't think it was that long ago. I thought it was just a few years ago. And nobody has still seen what's his name, McSavage or McGavage, the guy that's ahead of that, his wife, the one that
Miscavige, yeah.
disappeared. Yeah, the one that disappeared. But apparently she did reapply for her license in California, which she has to show up to the DMV to do. Apparently, so they're saying that's proof that she's alive. But I don't know. I just can't wrap my head around all that shit. Like,
Good God. Phillies are getting trounced.
who is?
The Phillies,
What, baseball?
yeah,
Yeah.
top of the third, and they're getting beat by, I assume that's Toronto, 6-1.
Right, guys, I'll be back tomorrow.
Okay, David.
Laura's getting blue screen of death and screaming at the computer, and
Yeah, because I know a lot of people are going to play Fortnite, aren't they?
it turns out it's the graphics card drivers are all corrupt, so it's time to remove them.
Yep. I gotta go because I smell spaghetti almost done.
Okay. Well, we might as well close it down then.
All right.
All right, catch you
Catch
later.
y'all
Yeah,
later.
it's nearly 1
Okay,
o'clock anyway. Yeah.
Justin, are you going to go play Fortnite with them?
No.
Not
With
with
who?
Laura, he isn't.
No,
Mhm.
Laura's can't play because her computer and. No,
Well,
I'm not
she could
playing.
use David's computer.
Shut up, Paul.
Oh, that does sound like. I think David should just give her her computer.
Well, that's the neighborly
I
thing
can't
to
hear
do, you know.
fuck all what you're saying.
You just
Yeah.
let Laura
Then
use
he-
your computer.
And then he just leaves. Yeah, catch y'all later.
Okay, bye-bye. We'll see you in the
Later.
morning, everyone.